Hello? Hello? Oh, yep, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, there he is.
Just him.
Just me. Hello. Did we go multi-stream it? I'm sorry. Just so we can see if people are streaming or chatting. You know. And honestly, I have been.
I meant to make a list of all the games I've been playing. I've had a lot of downtime lately.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that. And sorry, guys, we're waiting on Brent to get out here. Actually, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. So we're going to start the episode in 3, 2, 1. Yo, and hello, and welcome to GameSpeak Podcast. New episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning HD. Sorry, I had to swallow there. Where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeakPodcast, Facebook.com/GameSpeakPodcast, and YouTube if you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else. Be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeakPodcast to hang and talk games, battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFFs bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamal Jafra, alongside Brent Bass and Devin Mayer.
Yo, hello and welcome. What if we just all started doing like the spiel?
We tried this one
we just
time
did it
out of
3
memory. we failed miserably. We
never
got past
happened.
the yo, hello and welcome, and then we were just like,
It's hard.
What's up, Parlay Will? And yes, I would love to be president just so I could do nothing. Honestly, I don't think I'd be a very good president.
I would sign all the executive orders through.
Jamel, I
on
think
just
you'd
a bunch
be-
of
you'd be my Dick
random
Cheney, dude.
bullshit.
You could be my Dick Cheney. Brent would be like, I don't know.
I'm talking about if
Brent just hangs out in the
hang
fucking
out,
White
yeah.
House, dude.
I'm talking about if I was the president, Jamel.
Oh, I thought he said Jamel for president.
Oh,
so
Jamel
I got voted in.
The way
right?
you said it, he was like posing it as a queen. Oh,
No,
okay.
he voted me in.
Yeah, I'll be your Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Yeah, just in the background, never do anything. No, just
Never be seen. Politics.
Politics. Got him.
Got him.
Got him. So, speaking of politics, what have you guys been doing? No, just kidding.
I feel like
Oh,
I've
you know,
watched
just
more
lobbying.
good movies this past week than ever before.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a lot
New
of
movies or like old
like
ones?
a
and
mix of
nice
old and new, mostly old.
Wait, really? Like
Yeah.
what?
Hang on, I wrote them down. Let's see.
Well, I'm
It's
trying
not
to
all
see
movies.
who's
Hang on, let's see.
commenting here. Sorry.
Okay,
Give me just
Let's
a
see.
moment here.
so I watched this movie called Upgrade. First of all, have y'all seen Upgrade?
It sounds familiar.
It's this one where this guy gets like a chip
bigger
put in his
Oh, yeah,
head.
yeah.
It's kind of like Limitless and John Wick mixed together.
Nope.
Oh, well, it's good.
Yeah, I've seen the trailers
Yeah, I
for
want
it.
to. Yeah, who's in it?
I can't.
Statham.
No, I can't remember who was in it, but it's a good movie. It was if you like just action-packed fucking movies, you know what I mean?
There was one
With a
like
little bit
that.
of
Hold on, I gotta
sci-fi.
ask. Parlay Will, is this Willie? Like I'm confused because your picture is not you. So like I'm pretty sure this is Willie talking to us. So like
Big Willie.
I'm just gonna say it's Willie. What's up, Willie? Anyways, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, have you seen Upgrade, bro?
I've seen just the trailers and stuff
Oh,
for
yeah.
it. Wait, no, I have seen it. It's the one where the guy he looks like a knockoff Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it. It's a good movie.
Pretty good, right?
It ends kind of dumb, but the rest of it was
I
good.
kind of liked it. I like, you know.
Yeah, I just didn't like that it was basically Tom Hardy, but it wasn't. Like they
Dude,
should
he looked just like Tom Hardy.
they should have just got Tom Hardy.
I mean,
We got like
if you got Wish.com, or not even Wish.com, that's an insult
He
to this
really
guy.
does look-
He's fucking, he's like Timu Tom Hardy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Bomb Cardi. That's
Yeah.
who it was, dude.
His name is Logan Marshall Green.
That's such a fake name. You know his real
Hardy.
name's like just fucking
Logan Smith. Or
yeah.
something.
Like they always get these
you know his
crazy
fucking
ass
name
names.
is Tom Hardy, bro. Like, he's just like,
It is Tom Hardy.
that's just Tom Hardy without
Alter
all the
ego.
CGI to make him look fucking sexy, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it was but it was a decent movie, like for what it was.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And then I watched another one called. Have you seen No One Will Save You?
No.
Okay, it's fucking really good. It's like this alien movie. I won't spoil too much, but it's like an alien movie about this girl who's like trapped with an alien. It had a really dumb ending. If you don't like dumb endings, but it was a really good movie right up to the very dumb ending.
What was it on?
What up, Cody?
I can't remember. I think I watched it on the bootleg. I'm not gonna lie, but
we got one.
Calling the cops.
But it's really worth watching. And then if you like alien movies, it's the best alien movie I've seen in a long time.
Which one is this?
It's called No One Will Save You.
No One Will Save You. Not We Will Not Save. Okay.
And then I watched this movie called The Devil All the Time. Have y'all seen that?
I've heard of that one.
I heard of that one too.
That one was good. It was like fucking.
No. This is it's the Tom.
It had Tom Holland in it. There was
Tom Hollardy.
Bill Skarsgård. It had a bunch of like famous.
That was okay.
People. I enjoyed it. You didn't like it?
I started watching that one, but
it's so drawn out.
There's like two British guys in there that are trying to do like country accents. I don't know.
I liked it.
Isn't this the one where what's his face is like the creepy preacher?
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
He's like,
I don't know why I remember so much about this movie, but yeah, I watched it for like 20 minutes and I was just like, eh.
You must have watched it for more than 20 minutes if you got to Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, because it's about halfway through.
Yeah, he's like
maybe it was one of those I put it on and it was like in and out of sleep. Maybe
I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It was a weird movie that just sucked me in. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'd have to like go in with a different like mindset. At the time,
I didn't know what I was watching. My girlfriend always puts on movies and then falls asleep, and so I end up just watching random shit that she was putting on. You know what I mean?
Hey, I mean half the battle for me of like
is picking something.
It's picking something. I will spend 30 damn minutes clicking through all my apps and then just be like,
because there's nothing but bullshit on all the apps now. Like if you haven't already seen it, like I've already seen that. And that's what I'm saying. It's like I've seen almost everything there is to see on Netflix.
It's like worth watching.
That's worth watching.
Yeah.
Like it's like if I were to hit the little like randomize button, it would give me some bullshit that like
you gotta go on the bootleg, bro.
What's the bootleg?
Get on the. I can't tell you on the air, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna say off the air.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you talking about like a bootleg, like Fire Stick or something?
No, just like some.
I got a website.
Oh, okay.
Less
you got
than
a website.
reputable web. Yeah.
I got a website. Dog.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're gonna get
But then-
DMCA or something.
But then I watched this documentary. Have y'all seen The Program?
No.
It's on Netflix, I think. It's about the WASP schools where they have the kids and they fucking torture them and they like fucking do all this.
Oh,
shit.
back in the 70s.
They're still doing it. They still exist, bro.
What?
They're like military schools basically, but they like are these kids can't smile or they get like 4 days added onto their fucking sentence.
Where
and
are
shit.
these schools at?
They're not still doing this.
They're all over the place, bro. And yeah, they are. You got to watch the documentary.
Because the program, or at least the program, as I understand it, I read a book about it. It was a government
PSYOP?
No, it wasn't a PSYOP. It was literally like they were just testing. So like they took a bunch of students and they gave them like
Bro, there are tons of these places all over the country, and they will come take your kids in the middle of the night. You can pay people, and they will come fucking like break into your fucking house and like take your kid out of your fucking room and just like fucking like
behaviorally troubled kids or what?
Some of them.
Yeah, is it like murder kids?
Most of them are just kids like, okay, yeah, I'd say it's like 50-50, like kids who are just so fucking troubled they can't fucking do anything about it, and 50% kids whose like stepmom doesn't want a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah,
have an abundance of money and an abundance of not wanting to have a kid around. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's where my kid.
An abundance of not wanting.
I'm just kidding. Wait, what's this show called?
It's called The Program, dude. Look it up. It's fucking great. It's really informative and interesting and.
This is different than what I was thinking of. Then I thought you were talking about because there's a documentary on Netflix about this thing that they did in the 70s where it was like they had all these college students and they like split them up and they were like, okay, you guys are the prison guards, you guys are the prisoners, and they wanted to see how.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah,
That's
that was just
crazy.
like a one-time thing. So I thought you were talking about this because I'm pretty sure they just put out a documentary about this on the Netflix on Netflix,
on the Netflix,
and it was called like The Program or something
okay.
like that.
Well, maybe I hope I'm not getting the name wrong. I might be telling y'all the wrong name, but the one I watched was about they're called WASP schools. Like the program is called WAASP or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're like fucking like insane, dude. You gotta look it up, man. They're making these kids like lay on their stomach and like piss on themselves for like 6 hours. It's like wild, dude. Like fucking, you gotta check it out, dude. Like it's fucking really, really messed up.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
But yeah, and then that's pretty much what I watched. All the good stuff I watched. I also watched a bunch of bullshit. Like I had to filter through a lot of bullshit to find some gems this week. But I've been on a movie watching frenzy. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I've been watching a bunch of anime as of late.
Oh hell yeah! You watch anything good?
Just the ones that got started back up, like Demon Slayer's going back again. Kaiju number 8 is a new one, but good. And then My Hero's going again.
Oh, My Hero. So. I was really into My Hero for a second, and then I kind of petered out on it. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, around whenever they, oh man, I can't even remember what happened anymore. Like, but there was a point where I just stopped watching.
It fell off for me when they just like every episode was them just crying a bunch, and I was just like, oh, okay.
Most anime,
but
a lot of anime falls into that.
My Hero was pretty good, like for what it is, like.
Even the later seasons,
even Demon Slayer in certain episodes is just him. Like literally, or all of them just crying like back and forth for like Yeah,
that's what this new arc has been.
That's what anime is, dude. It starts off, it's like you got action, you got crazy shit happening,
over the top.
Yeah, and then you've got like the over the top humor, but it's not funny. It's just like
that's
really
what makes
cringe.
Hunter x Hunter so good as a show, though. It's not even necessarily like the story or anything. It's the fucking pacing. Like it's like perfectly paced.
Perfect. Once you get past the first, like if you even
like the first season.
I love the first season, but I've seen it all the way through. That's the thing is like you have to get through to because the first 2 episodes. You don't see the trial. You don't. You don't.
Once you get to the trial, it gets
bam.
Instantly
you're in
interesting.
It. But nobody gets to that part. It's everybody's like, oh, the pacing sucks. It's like, dude, once the show picks up, it never stops.
It's like perfect.
It's like a train. And then the only time people cry is when they should be crying. Like
somebody just died.
Yeah.
No, and it's like a real oh shit, this dude's like about to kill everybody now because he's real upset. You can feel it. It's not like a Dragon Ball Z where like he'll watch his friend die and he doesn't even shed a tear. He's just like, no, Krillin.
I was literally about to say.
As soon as you said Dragon Ball Z, like the first thing I thought was Krillin just getting launched into fucking space.
Yeah, getting cut in half, and like they're just he's like, oh, you hurt my friend. Like no, and in Hunter x Hunter, he's just like, why'd you have to die,
dude? How many times did Krillin die in fucking?
At least twice. At least.
It must have been more than that. Yeah, but in those 2 times that I can remember.
How many times did Goku die?
Fucking bunch. Yeah.
Like the death literally means nothing in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Death was like part of his like character development. You know what I mean? Like
he goes to train when he's dead.
Stronger while he was like
that's just part of it. Yeah, like it's just like he went to Snake Road and fucking ran for 12 episodes.
Yeah.
But no, I feel you on the anime train though. I've actually been reading a lot of manga, and specifically Hunter x Hunter 1, but just because I'm looking at the art because I'm learning how to draw, but then also 20th Century Boys. If you've never heard about it, it's made by the same guy who made Monster. And it's like,
I love Monster.
It's so much better than Monster,
really?
In my opinion. It's so good. I
really enjoyed Monster. I've always thought Monster would make a really good live adaptation.
For sure.
If you were to like take it and do like a Dexter style show about it, like
it's very similar to Monster and the mystery side of it. Like he's really good with mystery and like you're following like this like dark thing happening. But the story, it's very much like it feels like Stephen King wrote it, and it came out in like 2006. It was like serialized from like 2006 to 2000 like 10 or something like that, but
so it came out after Monster, huh?
Yeah, it's never gotten an anime. It got a live action. It got 3 live action movies in Japan, which follow it like beat for beat. But the thing is like you have to watch it in Japanese, and it came out in like 2008, so it's like really like not the highest quality. So like just reading. Did
it get an anime or
no? It has
just a live action.
Just a live action. There's no anime adaptation of 20th Century Boys, but it's literally one of the best things ever.
Netflix.
That's what I'm saying. Well, they just did Pluto, which is also his, and Pluto.
Oh, he did Pluto.
Yeah, Pluto's okay. Like Pluto is probably, in my opinion, his worst. Like anything. He's also like I'm telling you, It's so fucking good. 20th Century Boys is like Goonies meets like so the story is like there's this group of kids in Japan. They're like in grade school, and they have this little hideout that they made, and in the hideout they made a book of prophecies or whatever. They're like, oh, we're gonna write down this book of prophecies. Like in the future, this organization comes out to take over the world and to destroy it. And they make like a robot, and and he's like, well, robot sucks. He's like, they'd have to use like germ warfare or something to kill a lot of people and like all this stuff. And then so they end up burying this book of prophecies or whatever. But it like just fast forwards to the future, like and it keeps jumping back and forth. But like somebody somehow got their book of prophecies and is fulfilling it, like. And they don't remember, like they're trying to remember who all was there, like who could have taken the book and is now doing this, because there's like this giant cult called like the cult of Friend. So like he's like I am Friend or whatever, and he like comes out and he's like got this giant cult that keeps spreading and spreading, and then he takes over political power with his party and like turns all of them into terrorists or whatever, like like to society or whatever, because they're trying to stop the prophecies from happening, and he's basically causing like this outbreak and like all this stuff. It's insane. It's really good, and it all connects, and like the characters are really cool, and like the main character is just like he's like running a gas station basically with his mom or whatever, but he has to like he's given up on his dreams or whatever. He's watching after his sister's baby, but then it like jumps to the future, like past that, like after the big world ending like thing, and then like it's too much to talk about, but it's so good. And if you don't want to read, just watch the live actions. They literally follow it beat for beat, and it's okay, like especially for 2008. Like I watched it expecting it to be terrible, but it's not that bad. You can find it on YouTube, like the whole film. There's 3 2.5 hour long movies, because it literally follows every page of the fucking
frame by frame,
basically. Yeah, but and they all like they're pretty good actors. It's not that bad.
I'll have to look into that. Yeah, I'm down to watch a movie.
Yeah, it's super good.
There's a show on Amazon that's pretty interesting, dealing with like time and shit, called Outer Range. Either you know it?
I don't think I've heard of it.
It's interesting. It's got Josh Brolin in it. It's basically, it's really hard to. It's like fucking. What is the Yellowstone? It's like it's set in a small country town with like property disputes and shit, but at the same time there's this weird fucking time traveling bullshit going on all in the background. The second season just dropped a couple days ago. I've been binging that. I've never talked to anybody else that's watched it, but the first season kind of sets everything up, and then the second season all kinds of crazy shit is happening.
I'll have to check that out. I love time travel shit. It's one of my favorite subjects.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And to say any more would kind of spoil, but it's like, yeah, just give it a shot if you like the time travel shit. It's really interesting and keeps you kind of like, what the fuck is about to happen or is happening the whole time until like second season you start to figure out more. But
I like hearing different artists' perspective of like time travel, and like
how
which theory they run with and stuff.
Yeah.
Like after I watched Steins Gate, I like went on this fucking crazy tear where I watched everything time travel related. Like I watched like fucking Erased and Looper and fucking.
Looper's okay.
I enjoyed Looper. It was a fun movie.
Looper has a way cooler look than it actually is my problem. Like I feel like it had so much potential to be like super cool, but it's just like it's all right. It's like a good movie.
I enjoyed it. You know what I mean?
I thought it was pretty good with Gordon Levitt and
better than
Bruce
like what's the one where they did that was like the same movie but with Will Smith and worse?
No, it wasn't time travel. I thought he just got cloned or something.
Oh, maybe it was a clone. Yeah.
There was two Will Smiths.
There was like a young Will Smith attacking an old Will Smith, and it was
I never saw it, but I saw the trailer for it.
You know what I'm talking about, though.
Something. It's something.
Somebody should just remake that movie, but Chris Rock is the old Will Smith. Young Will
slapping
Smith.
the shit out of each other. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Young Will Smith comes back to like fucking take out Chris Rock,
with just the ultimate slap.
Yeah, before the big
Man.
Gemini Man. Yeah, that's it.
I knew it was something man.
Yeah.
Now the good one is what's the one with Tom? what's that dude's name? Tom
Hiddleston?
No, not Tom.
Holland.
No, who's the famous
Hardy.
guy? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, the one with
a
Tom.
lot of Toms, huh?
Yeah, Tom Cruise. The day. What is it called? The day after tomorrow. No, that's the one where he's like in the military.
It's a loop. He's stuck in a loop.
That one's so good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched that one too.
That's an adaptation of a manga. Like that's actually.
It's Live, Die, Repeat. Fucking. There's an actual name for it. Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. Live, Die, Repeat is the name of the manga.
Yeah.
And then Edge of Tomorrow is so like, it's always these like manga and anime that have the good time travel stuff.
That one is a fucking masterpiece.
It's so good.
It's so well adapted and made. Like honestly, like I don't care what anybody says. That is one of the best movies
Well,
ever,
a lot of
dude.
people avoided it because it looked like another bullshit Tom Cruise like action flick, but it's
so good,
good.
dude.
Hold on. What do you mean bullshit Tom
There's
Cruise
a lot
action?
of bullshit Tom Cruise action flick.
He does all of his stunts, sir.
I don't give a fuck.
You better
dude.
put some respect
The movie
on top.
better be good on top
Bro,
of
that
that.
movie is sick, man. That's like one of the dopest time travel plots ever. It's like Groundhog Day with fucking ass kicking throughout the whole thing. It's fucking so good,
Like
dude.
futuristic
My thing with Tom
warfare.
Cruise is like people who are like, oh, I do all my own stunts. It's like, you know how many people's jobs you're taking? Like, just go to work, dude. Go fucking act. Like,
That's pretty cool. If I'm a director and you tell me you do your own stunts, I'm like, that's
there's
sick.
like all these like
You're saving
stunt
me a
doubles
lot
that
of
are like,
fucking-
man, like, you know, I could have had a job, but it's like, you know,
Think about this from like the guy filming perspective, like the
Yeah.
director's perspective, though,
Like,
because
you
he
just
doesn't have
saved
to
a lot of
cut
money
some
on the
weird
budget.
angle or something to make it look like he can just shoot your fucking face while you're flying through the fucking
Sure.
window. You know what I mean?
But like Jackie Chan at least had like a group of stunt coordinators that he would like pay. You know, like even though Jackie Chan did all the
You
stunts,
don't
he
think
still
Tom
had
Cruise
them.
has stunt coordinators?
No, dude. I think that dude is so fucking. I think he's so up his
No,
own ass
Tom
that
Cruise
he like.
just fucking dry. Like the last big one that he did was in the last whatever number Mission Impossible.
Yeah, he
we're
lost
on.
like 4 motorcycles
Fucking-
jumping it off of a cliff.
Yeah, he did it himself. I mean, I think that's pretty badass for like a big actor like that
that's
to
tight,
literally
dude.
drive a fucking dirt bike off of a cliff and parachute.
if I was an actor, I'd be doing
4
that
different
shit.
takes. Like,
You're telling me you'd be driving off of a cliff?
If I had a parachute, fuck yeah, dog.
yeah,
No, fuck
I'd do
that.
it honestly.
That'd be badass, bro.
I'd be like, look, I get paid millions of dollars.
I'd rather drive off of a cliff with a parachute than try to do like a backflip and land on a ramp or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, fuck that. Like, why would they let you do that?
I'm just saying,
you have
like-
no previous
like, it seems
experience.
less dangerous for
Yeah.
some reason. You know?
Yeah, they're like,
It's like skydiving with a little touch of badassery mixed in.
that'd be
you
like
know
somebody
what I mean?
doing like a fucking like a biopic of fucking Tony Hawk, and they make you do the 900, dude. Like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, anybody can get up in the air. Usually it's the landing part that's the harder.
Yeah, yeah, without your like the handlebars going through your face.
Yeah.
But anyways, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all do anything else? Anything?
I went up to just south of Dallas. My family is looking at getting into the drone agricultural spraying business.
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
That's
agriculture-
very specific.
Agricultural drone spraying business is basically crop dusting with drones.
dude. Y'all
Um,
need some employees. I'll drone the shit
Dude,
out of some
fucking-
drones.
dude,
bro.
these drones are enormous.
Oh, that'd be so
like,
fun.
The wingspan is damn near as big as this room. Or with all the arms out, it's damn near as big as this room.
That's crazy, bro.
And they're like $17,000 drones.
Holy shit.
But apparently,
Can you sit on it?
no.
I mean,
don't-
like, I know you're not supposed to, but like, would it pick you up if you sat on it?
Maybe. Like, it could probably go for like 2 minutes, maybe, like just hovering off the ground.
That'd be
Because I mean, the battery
badass.
would drain almost immediately. Because those all motors are gonna have to be going
Yeah.
like full blast. They're meant to be able to carry. I don't know what the exact like.
They gotta carry some kind of fluid, right? And,
Yeah,
like, a
so it's
tank.
got a tank.
So
That
if you empty the tanks and then sit on it,
yeah.
yeah, but even still, like
What if I cut down to like 140 pounds? We don't
Yeah.
put any liquid in it.
Then probably it could. I mean, you could probably.
You
get
probably
lift.
like you'd start getting lift, and then like you
The
would kind
battery
of
would
fall to
die.
the side, and the blade would just chop you the fuck up.
so
like,
if the battery dies and it falls out of the sky, does it just
No.
explode? Like, is it,
no. So
it's
these
not gas powered.
no, these drones
I
are
know,
like
but I
super
feel like
super
anything
smart.
that's bigger than this and it falls out of the sky, it should just explode. I
Immediately.
don't know. It should just be a rule.
That's
you know
based
what I
off
mean?
of Squidward.
Been watching too many movies, Brent.
Get my facts from SpongeBob.
These drones are actually really smart. Like they've got all like the auto landing if the battery gets too low. Like it's not just gonna be like flying and spraying and just be like.
That's sick.
Like,
can you take videos with it too? Like,
oh, dude, yeah.
You probably have to be able to take videos just so you can like see what you're doing with the fucking.
Yeah, it doesn't just have like a so it's got a front-mounted FPV camera, but then there's also on this newer model that my folks are getting at or looking at to start the business. It's got 2 radars on the front and back of it.
So hypothetically, could we fill the canisters with Nickelodeon slime and like fly it around?
Napalm?
And whoa, hold up, dude.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah,
or maybe like COVID-19. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, they can.
I've been watching too much 20th Century Boys. I'm sorry, guys.
The tanks are a couple gallons. They got like a 20-minute flight time per charge. And you're supposed to have like a whole trailer rig for it and everything. You like hot swap the batteries as you're like spraying the fields and shit.
Okay.
But you can also put like a hopper in it that can like disperse like a fertilizer or something. So you can do liquids or like whatever
pellets
granule.
Or whatever,
yeah.
That's sick.
But apparently it's blowing up.
Did it do both of them?
No, it has to be one or the other.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to hop. It's a spray rig or just a hopper with like a spinner on the bottom.
I could think of all kinds of wacky shit to do with that, man.
So inflatable. You could put a wacky inflatable dude on it.
They're going to do all kinds of other business shit with them, too. Like anything that pops up that would involve like a large flying device, they're going to try to do as well.
Yeah.
Like Ukraine? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
High explosives. High explosive
Put all
charge.
these like buzzwords in our things.
That's what I'm trying to do.
We're going to get put on a list. I'm sorry.
If we get put on a list for saying normal political words, like come on.
FPV.
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, hey, they could get government contracted. You know, you never know.
You know, what'd be cool is if you like flew banners and like people paid you to like fly a banner over some kind of event that was going on. You know what I mean?
So apparently people have done fucking. No, it's legitimate.
I gotta stop.
serious,
No, I just like.
People have done gender
all these,
reveals
like,
out of them,
terrible
apparently.
ideas.
Using the spray. People have done fucking gender reveals, apparently.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That'd be sick, bro.
Yeah, dude, I like that.
Fucking here. This is how fucking big these drones are.
Yeah,
They're huge.
Wait till those things have guns on them, and then like the future is terrifying.
Dude, I'm already planning for the future.
I'm telling you right now, those things already have guns on them.
No, I saw a article
There's
the other day.
definitely some military version of that with guns on it.
Dude, China just showed off one of their like little like dog robots with a fucking mounted machine gun on the top of it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, can you?
Fuck your dog robot. We're gonna fly up on the fucking drone and just.
Nah, dude. Imagine like I was telling
robot warfare. World War III is gonna be stupid.
Imagine,
dude.
yeah, World War III happens. You're in your dilapidated, collapsed home, like you're hiding in like the little bit that's still up, and all of a sudden you hear like the fucking dog coming around the fucking corner, and like you're like staying as still as you can. And you like, okay, maybe it's gone. You like peek your head around it, and it's just like, it just turns, and then the fucking gun is just like. Like, dude, there's nothing. Like, nothing you can do. You gonna fight that thing?
No, that's when they start dropping the nukes, man. And then the nukes have EMP pulses.
Then we all go hide in
all the
vaults.
electronics, and then then it's all analog from there, dog.
So
it's analog, baby. Let's go.
Realistically, you're not gonna see guns on drones. It's way more effective to just strap fucking explosives to them.
I bet you anything, you'll have guns and explosives. You're gonna have drones that fight until they're ready to fucking suicide bomb you, dude. Like, I'm telling you, the future is bleak when it comes to
I mean,
I'm telling you, the future is bleak.
We're seeing a lot of it over the Ukraine-Russia war. Like, it's all the drones and shit.
I think we got somebody on Twitch. I can't see the Twitch chat. Damn it. What's up over there on Twitch? I see that you said "What's up, gang," but I can't see what it says past that.
Mr. Paranormal.
Hey.
Oh, what's up, Mr. Paranormal? It's been a while,
Mr.
bro.
Ghostman.
Black Mirror for real.
Bring me
Oh,
a
yeah.
dream.
Oh yeah, dude.
Anyways, so yeah, my folks might be starting up that business, and then, if it takes off, I'll be getting my FAA unmanned pilot's license.
Hell yeah.
Because for
like
a drone
that,
that big, you have to have a pilot's license for it.
Yeah, for sure.
You need to strap a gat to
You don't want to like fly it into people or anything.
Or do you?
No,
we don't want to.
No FBI. I do not have anybody.
Dude, they're gonna be like, all right, well, let's work on getting your license, or we're gonna have to do a thorough background check. Make sure you don't have any ill will on.
So we saw you on a podcast, and you mentioned a couple buzzwords, and no, your pilot's license is revoked.
Yeah. We can't, in good faith, give you this license or allow you within 50 feet of this government building. You're gonna have to leave. No, but okay. Anyways, let's move on. Let's get into currently playing. What's everybody playing over here?
Yeah, what are you guys playing?
I ain't been playing shit. I've been drawing a lot.
I've been playing
sorry,
a
guys.
whole lot.
Oh, that's real. That's real. What have you been playing?
So I fucking did it.
You did it.
I fucking did it.
What did you do?
I've talked many times, like throughout the years.
I know what you're gonna say. Hold up.
About fucking Fallout 4 VR.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, I fucking did it. And it was actually to get the clarity that I wanted. It wasn't even a mod.
What was it?
It wasn't even a fucking mod.
What was it?
You go into when you're in the application, go into the Steam settings and crank the resolution percentage up as high as your computer can handle.
Okay.
And it's clear as day.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, so at 100%, actually, for whatever reason, whenever I was just pouring through videos and videos and videos, because there weren't any mods that were like clearing up the noise, the visual noise and shit that I was getting. And everyone's videos that I was watching, like they all look good, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why does mine look so damn bad? And then I found one video of a guy who was explaining how to just crank out extra like visual fidelity out of it, I guess. And he talked about going into the Steam settings, and in the video settings in like Steam VR, you can adjust the render percentage for the specific game that you're playing. And mine was down at fucking 58% for some reason.
Oh, wow.
And it was making it look like shit. So I took it up to 100%. Looked a whole lot better, but still kind of bad. So I fucking played around with it, and I cranked that sumbitch up to 500. My PC couldn't run it, but it was crystal clear as far out as the game was rendering.
Wow, okay.
And
so what'd you end up settling on?
I think like either 150 or 200, which has got my GPU utilization at like 95% with a couple spikes.
Go that high, yeah.
But the 100 didn't look that bad either. But it was the render resolution the whole time, or the render resolution percentage. And yeah, I just cranked it up to what my GPU could handle. And then I have a bunch of mods in it that actually give you a real body and everything.
Yeah, I did the real body mod and everything.
Yeah, the Frick, F-R-I-K. And then several other mods that like kind of prettied up some stuff.
Weather mod that I thought was pretty cool. You know,
I thought it was, I did a weather mod too, except it throws a lot of fucking radiated storms at me that I don't appreciate. Because I gotta wait that shit out. But no, what made it look good and playable and not just like rape my eyeballs was the render resolution percentage.
Well, I've also been playing Fallout 4, but not the VR version. But what have you been doing in Fallout 4?
So I've only put like several hours into it, but I just like been running around. I got through the first couple missions of helping Preston Garvey. I got to Diamond City and then just did a bunch of like did random exploring around the West.
Hell yeah!
Like I hit the super mutant area where like there's that underwater it's like the water treatment facility.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Went down in there, cleared that out. Just random shit, just walking around. Helped the Brotherhood of Steel in the big city. At the police station and shit.
Yeah.
Just like very early game stuff. But it looks great. It looks great. It plays great. The mods that I put in it makes it look pretty good. It does get, whenever you're out in the woods, it gets a little choppy. Like it kind of, the rendering and whatnot takes a hit. But like anytime you're in interiors or in cities and stuff,
that's
it looks
My
fantastic.
Game when I'm playing it, it looks really good indoors. Like, you know what I mean? It's got a bad case of like vanilla Skyrim where like fucking outdoors looks all muddy and like indoors looks like beautiful. You know what I mean? Like,
So
you playing on PC?
Yeah.
I was about to say
I don't think they have Fallout VR on anything other than PC.
Oh, you're talking about VR still. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant in general.
I'm just playing, right now I'm playing Fallout 4 on PS5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks beautiful on console
They actually
with that
just
next
did
gen update.
Have you seen the patch they did recently?
I have the news on it, but I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
Well, yeah. That's one of the reasons I started playing again, just to try it out, because first of all, they fixed Xbox's whole performance mode versus fucking,
Yeah.
But also, now they have it to where you can leave it on the high visual mode, but still turn it up to 60 frames per second. So
nice.
It'll dip into the 50s and stuff, but it's way better than playing at 30.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also it's, I want to crank it up. So
for sure, dude.
I definitely recommend giving Fallout 4 VR another try, because in VR it's a brand new fucking experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Shit that I have been through multiple times doesn't even look the same. Just completely, in it.
How big do the fucking super mutants look?
They're large.
Yeah.
Like how you would expect Hulk to look in person, kind of shit.
That's cool.
Yeah, and in the fighting's cool, shooting the gun. The guns look really, really good. Holding them and just looking at them with the resolution cranked up.
See, my problem with Fallout 4 VR is some guns are fine and some sit at a weird angle in my hand where I can't use them properly. You know what I mean?
So there's mods to fix that. I haven't come across any guns like that yet.
You will.
All the guns. I've only messed with a laser rifle, laser pistol, or not the laser pistol, but the. Who are the
laser muskets or whatever?
No, well, yeah, laser muskets look really cool in VR. No, the synth pistol.
Oh, okay.
And then a couple of the other guns.
Yeah. I ended up just using the 10mm pistol most of the time because it felt good.
Yeah.
In VR,
I'm sticking to pistols just because I can't.
But I'm a hunting
switch.
rifle kind of guy in the normal game, and the hunting rifles were all sitting upwards, so you had to hold it like this to shoot it. It was weird. Yeah.
There might.
What up, Brian?
There might be settings for that.
If
there's not settings, there's definitely mods that fix that. Because I saw a couple gun mods that fix the positioning in the hand.
That would be cool.
So I would just look that up. Whenever I come across that issue, I'll find it and fix it myself.
Oh yeah.
But I've decided that I'm going for a complete just pistol build, because I'm left-handed when I shoot.
Yeah.
And I don't want to switch all the Pip-Boy and everything over. So I'm just going to say I can shoot pistols and stuff right-handed just fine. But if I'm ADS and whatnot, I'm left-handed, and right-handed just feels weird to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go pistol build for the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
So, which there's plenty of cool pistols. And even some of the rifles and stuff work fine, just one-handed.
Yeah, I always act like I'm going to go one specific weapon type, and then I end up just having a fucking hodgepodge of bullshit in my inventory.
Yeah, I've got the junk launcher,
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that gun's fun. And then I also have a mod that makes the HUD for the power armor look better in VR. The power armor in VR is fucking sick, especially with the full body mod. Yeah, it's badass. I've been having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then I just been playing the new battle royale, the Contractor Showdown, a little bit. I haven't been playing that as much lately. That was more last week.
Oh, I forgot we didn't do a show last week. I played that with y'all, but fuck that. I'm sorry. Dude, it was fun, but
I gotta figure out. Well, so after the show, we're gonna hook your rig up. There's an issue going on with Jamel's stuff.
It's so fucking just bad looking. I can't even on. It doesn't matter if I do Quest Link or fucking through Steam VR. If I when I look down, y'all are saying y'all can see through the iron sights. I literally can't see through the iron sights.
I mean,
that's weird.
If I look through it, it's just a blur. It's a blur that you see this. It's
have you tried playing the native Quest version?
No, I don't own the native Quest version.
I do, and you have all of my games. So
yeah, but I mean, I'm pissed. I'm fucking playing hooked to the fucking computer. I've upped my resolution to the max.
I'm just saying it might be a little better. You know, you might have less shiny textures, but overall it might be better.
Oh, for sure.
I think there's another issue going on.
There's got to be something going on.
Because even with his graphics card and everything, he should be able to at least get some clarity. How blurry he was describing it was worse than the Quest version.
It might be something in your NVIDIA control panel, because there's a lot of settings in the actual NVIDIA control panel directly related to like pre-rendering VR frames and stuff like that. Like, it would be worth looking.
So it's like people look like little tiny blurs everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I've got like clear visual, like up to like 150 yards, damn near. Like I can make out people just fine. My guns, like up close and everything, are super super crispy. I also cranked up the resolution percentage up to like 150.
Yeah, so did I. It didn't do shit.
Dude, yeah. I mean, if I could, like,
weird, man.
how I'm seeing it though, like it's like damn near as clear as this fucking can, like right in front of me. Like that's what I've got it to.
I think you might need to tweak your shit because honestly, like,
dude,
I tweaked everything. Dude, I spent like 3 hours tweaking shit, watching videos, listening to Devin, trying all this different shit. Nothing works. I even did the eye like resolution, like for each eye or whatever. I tried everything. Like
I have a
tried to.
I'll show you how I did mine. I have this like test that's kind of like what's that Time Spy thing, but it's specifically for VR, and like when you do it, you're gonna get like a really low frame rate, like 40 frames per second or something if you're lucky. You know what I'm saying? But like when I had my 2060, I did that test on my 2060, and I only was getting like 15 frames per second. I did all this random shit. I got it up to like 35 frames per second, which it's a super demanding test, you know what I mean? And so like when you end up, applying that to real world situations, it was like a night and day difference afterwards because like it was like unusable when I first got it, you know what I mean? Like
because like, well, even when I was running Showdown on my 3060, I was still getting way more clarity than what Jamel is describing. So like that's after the show, we'll start it up, and I want to like because I ain't got to be up early tomorrow, nothing. So.
Yeah.
But no, we'll fuck around with it. But then what else have I been playing? Fucking Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Got
How's
the
that?
Steam release. Beautiful. Fucking gorgeous. Like the graphics are insanely good. Like especially cranked. I have it on high settings, maybe highest textures. But it's just beautiful. I've already put in the last like several days. I've put like 20 hours on it, I think.
Hell yeah! Are you enjoying it?
Oh yeah, it's fantastic.
Have you already played the PlayStation one before this? Or?
Nope.
Okay, so this is your first time trying it?
I didn't get it when it came out on PS4, and then it was a long time, like whenever I like got interest in getting it.
That's the thing downstairs. The cars trying to come in.
Trip me out. I was like,
yeah, it sounded like a dial tone.
It is a dial tone.
Oh.
On the call thing to open the gate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that gets annoying.
But yeah, it's beautiful. I love all the different stances and shit that you can get. The scenery of just going anywhere in that game. The fighting's brutal.
Following the wind.
Literally following the wind everywhere.
Can you paint with all the colors?
I feel bad because I bought it on PlayStation and I never played it, so it's like I don't want to buy it again because it's like I don't want to buy it and then not play it again.
Is there not like a way to pay like $10 and upgrade it to PS5?
No, I've got the PS5 version.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't have the PC version. You know what I mean? So it's like part of me is like, damn, I want to play it on the PC, but it's like, probably.
Imagine it would look just as good on PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It'll be optimized to shit on the PS5, so like.
That's true.
That's true. I feel like you might even get a better experience.
And you
on
get the
PS5.
controller haptics and stuff, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard the haptics are pretty cool. Like the trigger haptics and stuff.
Yeah.
You can feel the wind. I'm just kidding.
Feel the decapitation.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Is that all you've been playing?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Sound kind of like an insult. That's all you've been playing, dude?
That's it? No,
That's it, dude? Step your fucking game up, bro.
No, just kidding.
Look, Brent, we all can't play a million different games.
Yeah, we could, technically. we just don't,
I've only been playing 3 games this week. And I've already talked about Fallout 4, which I haven't really done much more than Fallout 4 other than just try out the new performance patches and like walk around and shoot some ghouls. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Dude, ghouls in VR are fucking terrifying.
Horrifying,
they're so fast.
I wish they would do Fallout 3 in VR, man. I think that would be really fun to go in the sewers and have those fucking terrifying ghouls coming after you when you're just lost. Yeah.
Both of them.
Honestly, all of them would be great. We could throw some kind of mod on there or something.
Well, there is a VR mod for Fallout 3, but apparently it's fucking bad.
I mean, the game's like fucking so old, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, that seems like it would make it like easier.
I don't know. It'd just be like you're in VR in 64. I don't know.
I think that would be dope. I mean, I've played a lot of older games in VR. Like, I played Half-Life, like, almost directly ported into VR, and I thought it was way more fun than playing, like, the normal version of Half-Life, or even, like, Black Mesa, you know what I mean? Same with Wolfenstein, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. That game is fucking excellent in VR.
Well, the VR YouTuber that I watch, who always is putting up, like, modded shit and just regular VR games, he put up a video about Fallout 3 VR, and he said that his biggest complaint was how it's got the green filter on everything, and he said it's just a fucking eyesore.
Well, maybe he isn't used to that.
Yeah, Brent's colorblind anyways. He won't see it.
I want that nostalgic feeling, dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I get on Fallout 3 and it's not got that green tint to everything, I'm going to be disappointed.
I want to feel like I'm in the Matrix, baby.
Yeah.
Like,
that's
Liam
what we need. Talking to me when I'm a baby.
They just need to hurry up and make a Matrix VR game. Like, just a Matrix VR, dude.
That'd be badass, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking dodging bullets and falling over in your living room.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I'm down.
But so I played Fallout, and then I played UFC 5. They've added a bunch of new characters, which is pretty cool. They're like constantly just throwing UFC fighters into the game, which I think is neat. You know what I mean?
Like new fighters, like people who are just like up and coming.
Yeah, like up and coming, hot new fighters. You know, they're throwing them in. You know, as they get hot. You know what I mean? So the game stays relevant, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? I think they added like 8 fighters or something. So it's pretty.
I mean, they should do that with more sports games instead of just releasing one every year. Just like update the rosters and.
You don't want them to make money, dude? You don't want them to make a shit ton of money off of you?
EA's going to fucking sue it.
Yeah, like, come on. They just finally are doing the college, like, football games.
Yeah, I have an article on that.
Where it has, like, all the names of the actual college and their faces and likeness and stuff. And they get paid for it. Because apparently they've always done their likeness and everything, but they could not get paid. Only the schools got paid.
Yeah, I was like, college athletes could not have any sponsors or anything from outside sources.
Because they go to school for free, and so they were like, "Well, we're paying for your school, so we get your money."
Bullshit.
It is
because
bullshit.
These schools make millions off of these kids as it is from the events and shit like that.
And you know how small the percentage it is of those college players going into the NFL or anything. So it's like they don't make any money off of the money or like off of the time that they do play.
Yeah. She's like, "Here, you got free tuition. That's $1 million."
Sweet. I got my fucking bachelor's degree in history or whatever.
I mean, on the real though, that is pretty dope. Like to get free school if at a place like A&M or something, you know.
But you got to be playing like hardcore fucking football the whole time. Like, you know, you're probably training like 80% of the time, and then you have to cram like the other 20% of the time trying to be like a good student.
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy.
It's not easy at all. But the payoff isn't worth it if you don't make it into the NFL or something. It's like you go through all this bullshit.
Man, if you become like a doctor or something, you have no other means to fucking.
Dude, they're not gonna pay for you to go to fucking like medical school. They're just paying for your fucking.
It's a jumping off point. You get a loan or something. I don't know, dude.
I don't think college athletes are getting medical degrees.
No.
Look, I'm just saying. Just saying.
I'm just saying in this, like, I'm just saying in reality, it's not worth it. Like, if
it is good that they're getting paid.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah, like pay these dudes, like, you know, because all that brain damage, they're gonna need that money, dude.
Well, and like jersey sales and shit, like they couldn't make any money off of it.
Zero money.
That's some bullshit.
But now, apparently, I don't know what exactly happened, but there's a big change up to like how the student athletes can get paid, or that they can get paid at all now. I'm not entirely sure like what the law change was though.
You know, some like old white guys yelling in the mirror like, "Yeah, god damn it, we gotta pay these guys now."
The head of Alabama fucking football program,
just flipping tables and shit.
But so I also have been playing Hades 2. I've logged about like 50 hours into it now.
Sounds about Brent. How's it going? You liking it?
It's really, really good. Yeah. It's missing some stuff. Like it needs to be finished. You know, like there's still like several bosses in one of the like worlds that isn't there. And
I how you've got 50 hours in it and it's missing things, but like you're still 50 hours in. Like. So what are you doing for 50 hours if some of the bosses are missing?
So like, okay, basically Hades 1 is like, you know, three or four stages, I can't remember, and it's like, you know, bosses between each stage until you finally get to the Hades and you fight him and then you win a run. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
This game has 2 separate branching runs you can choose at the beginning of your run. So like you can either go up or down. You can either go down to the bottom or up to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you go down to the bottom, they have a complete like path that you fight your way down to Kronos, and then you fight him just like Hades from the first game, and he's like the final boss, and if you beat him you win a run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a full fleshed out like full first game run version of the thing. But then on the other one where you go up to the surface, you're like fighting your way up to the Mount Olympus to help the gods, but like you only get about halfway to Mount Olympus before it's like,
we don't have any more things for you to do.
Okay, we're gonna get you. You know, here that was the second boss, and now you got to fight. You know, the other guy later. You know, we'll add it later.
Coming soon.
There's also a weapon that's missing. There's like 5 of the 6 weapons in the game, so they still have a weapon they have to add, and then there's like, you know, but like
that doesn't sound like much is missing.
There's a lot there. I mean, like I said, I've been playing for 50 hours, and I still am seeing and doing new things and like unlocking new shit, and it's a lot of fun. It's a worthy successor to the first Hades, you know?
Nice.
But it doesn't make the first Hades obsolete by any means. Like, they're both independent games. Like they're different feeling. Like, okay, in the first game, you can kind of spam the dodge and, like, you know, fucking move around like that, and your cast is different. In this game, you have this like area of effect cast, and you, instead of like just spammy dodges, you have like one dash, and then you can like sprint by holding the button. So it's a lot more focused on like running away and like dodging attacks by running really fast, as opposed to just like dash, 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 dash. You know, like,
yeah. So
I don't know. There's a lot more strategy to be had, and then there's like these. The way you level up is different in this game. It's just interesting. And it's got a lot going for it. But yeah, I'm really having fun with it. I can't wait for them to like finish it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds like you're having fun. That's all that matters, you know? Like, I've only heard good things about it. So.
Yeah, so far I give Hades 2 a big thumbs up. But I will say, if you need, like, resolution in your life, definitely wait until it's finished to go buy it. You know what I mean?
Huh?
Like, he's saying if you need, like,
if you need
a game that's complete.
Yeah, you're not going to get, like, the end of the story. There is no end to the tale.
Yeah, right now it's just, like...
You said resolution, and I was thinking, like, render resolution.
Oh, no, yeah.
I was like,
it's got that in space.
It's like the game... If you want a game that looks good... Don't play this game.
That's why I was like,
Hades actually has a like ultra widescreen support and all kinds of good shit. So it looks great. Yeah.
Nice.
Very
all right.
Nice.
Anything else?
I sold all gold, Gov.
I also played Hell Let Loose a little bit.
Oh, how's that?
I don't know why I like it, but I like it. But I don't do very good.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's just like a game that, no one does good in that game. You just do a little better each time.
You just kind of walk in a direction for a while,
until
and then you get hit.
Blown up by a fucking mortar out of nowhere. Like, that's your own team. Like,
yeah. Then you can hear, like, people taking it super fucking serious over the
I stay away from those servers, but I get in the fucking new players welcome servers and get team killed a lot. But it's like, there's something so satisfying about, like, the realism of it, but not being too realistic to where, like, you at least still have your teammates' icons and shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I mean, there was, like, 2 guys ran out of some trying to clear a field, and I just, like, popped both of them, and, like, the physics and everything of when they get shot, they're just fucking, the momentum of them just carries, and you just stack bodies and shit. Like, and then if you get shot, it's just one bullet and you're fucking dead. And, like, then you don't know where it came from or how you got hit. Like, it's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I like it. It doesn't. None of those sound like good features of a game.
War.
But
I'll have to check it out. I'd fuck with it.
It's on Game Pass.
War never changes.
But it's just like it's a realism World War II shooter without being too realistic.
I mean, it's pretty, like, they play hard on the realism in it. Like, I think if you play Call of Duty, you're not going to like this.
Oh, no. You gotta go much slower paced.
So slow. And it's like...
Or you can be like me and just be running around and just hope for the best but get...
And the map's like...
The
map's like almost impossible to fucking read, like, for whatever reason. Or at least when I played. It was like...
I didn't have that issue.
Like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? Like, it's so large... and like just everything looks the same. So I'm like, I don't know where I'm going, but at least that was my experience.
I gotta have to try this out, you know.
And there's also like,
I think like it's on Game Pass.
I was running with
I have it on like 4 consoles. Like, it's free. It was a free game on Epic at one point, and I have it on Game Pass, and I think it was on PlayStation Plus. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. I have like a bunch of versions of it. Like,
it's definitely worth a try. It's great in that like I was running with a squad one time. They were a little further ahead of me, and they all got fucking mortared, and just body parts go flying.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, and then like there'll be like big divots in the ground after like a big air raid or something that you can like run and like hide in and move like point to point.
That's
and shit.
dope. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
For sure. All right, let's move into the video game news. Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of these articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place for you. Yeah, I'm talking to you, driving your car right now.
It's your fault.
Looking to the left. Yeah, you. I'm hoping somebody's driving their car and look to the left right as I said that. And if it was you, thank you for playing. All right, so let's I got shit from last week that we didn't get to talk on that was pretty big. I don't know if you guys brought any of the stuff from last week.
Speak on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
First off, we got a lot of it's bad news, to be honest. It's one of those bad news weeks.
I didn't go far enough back to get the stuff from last week.
No,
So
yeah, I didn't
So
either.
here we go. Square Enix has announced a significant company reboot and tumbling profits. Reporting its financial performance for the financial year ending March 31st, 2024, sales in the digital entertainment segment, which includes video games, rose by 2.6%, but profit fell by 15.8%. This despite the sale of Final Fantasy XVI, Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, Foam Stars, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Specifically on HD games, the subcategory Square Enix uses to encompass all the above games, the company saw a significant operating loss of 8.1 billion yen, or $51.9 million. Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, blah, blah, blah. They did announce the sales figures on it, and apparently they did ass. And in response to the tumbling profits, Square Enix announced what it calls Square Enix Reboots and Awakens, a 3-year plan for rebooting for long-term growth.
Square Enix Rebirth.
Final Square Enix. No, it says this involves a rethink across all parts of the business, but the highlight is a shift to a multi-platform strategy. So this is good for Xbox. They're going to stop doing their fucking like, oh, we're just putting Final Fantasy on PlayStation. Yeah. Square Enix said it will, quote unquote, aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy that includes Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PCs. Note the wording here of Nintendo platforms, with Nintendo set to, or platforms, which Nintendo set to announce its Switch successor console before April 2025.
That just probably means they're going to put out the same game for Switch and for fucking Switch 2 or whatever ends up coming out, you know what I mean? Just until the generational gap is closed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and that's the thing. And this plays into some other news. Apparently, only half the amount of people who bought a PS4 bought a PS5. And this came out this week or whatever. So I
think the problem was the availability of PS5s whenever PS5s were first coming out. You know, like there's something to the like magic and hype of a launch of a console, and with half of like America being locked out of that, you know, like I think it really kind of put a damper on like the overall sales. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely,
for sure. But
hype definitely sells.
But I think it affected Square because Square put the new Final Fantasy game only on PS5. Both of the new ones. So they had half. So the first Final Fantasy VII remake was on PS4 and it sold bukus. Then they put this one only on PS5, which cut their possibility of sales in half. Literally.
They probably got an attractive offer from Sony too. Like I'm sure there's like a huge lump sum that's moving between.
Oh, I'm sure, but I bet you that the problem with that is they get the lump sum, but it makes them look bad in the eyes of Sony when they don't get as many sales.
Well, it also makes them look bad in the eyes of their investors. Because it's like, you know, we took this short-term like payout instead of the long-term
instant gratification.
You know what I mean?
It's the same with Final Fantasy 16. It was PS5 only.
Well, then you also have to step back and look at like Foam Stars. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like, okay, do we not have some like quality assurance like panel of like teenagers that are sitting there playing these fucking games to make sure they're making decent fucking games? Like what the fuck? Like, I'm sure Foam Stars is fun, but it's like we did not need a fucking like Splatoon ripoff. Yeah. Like, that's one thing that nobody asked for ever.
So tone deaf.
Like, what? Like, let's redirect those resources into making like the next Final Fantasy game faster, first of all, because like, you know, I get that we need to finish out the Final Fantasy series. Like, you can't just do like 2 of the 3 Final Fantasy games and then just stop. You know what I mean? You have to finish that, and you have to make the last one as good as the first 2. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You have a financial responsibility to your consumers. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
But I think you need to redirect your resources that are fucking shitty towards that, and then once that's over, you need to focus on making games that are more fun and more engaging, and like take a step back and like.
Yeah, as you're saying that, they say there's also going to be a shift from quantity to quality, and a bid a bid to deliver ensured fun, quote unquote. Square Enix has been accused of pumping out too many Final Fantasy games in too short a time frame. So perhaps this means the release of major Final Fantasy games will be spaced out a bit more, which I think is a good idea.
I think at least they're being like self-aware. You know, that's the most important thing, is that they understand what needs to be done. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for sure. And I mean, but with all of this happening, apparently, you know, Square Enix is preparing for layoffs in the U.S. and Europe because they gotta fucking restructure everything. So that just goes with
every
the
other
territory.
every other company right now.
They did, they just kind of got fucked, which is crazy because they were doing so hot last year, and then like they were doing hot the year that Final Fantasy VII remake came out, and everybody had this hype. This is what I was talking about. Like, the new Final Fantasy was coming out, everybody was like, "Oh shit, the Rebirth or whatever this fucking thing is called is coming out," and then it came out, and nobody fucking talked about it except for you.
See, okay, here's the thing. You know, this goes straight back to what we were talking about with people like the PS5 sales. You know what I mean? You got to strike while the iron's hot, you know, and it's impossible to do when you're spacing out your games by 3 years, you know, and I understand that it's not.
Well, also, they had Final Fantasy 16 less than like 6 months before that, or like a year before, so like everybody had already put like 60 or 70 hours into a Final Fantasy game, so by the time this one dropped, they're like, I don't want to do this again.
I just feel like what they should have done is had 2 different teams working on the Final Fantasy games, and like have them like, you know, obviously talk to each other and stuff, but like when Final Fantasy Remake was working like a year into development, they should have fucking started developing Final Fantasy Remake. I mean, Rebirth, you know what I'm saying? So that way you can stagger your releases, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it takes you 3 years to make each game, then you can drop a game each year, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think they want to do that. I think they're trying to get away from putting out as many games.
No, but I mean, like, the point is, if you can like maintain that quality that you have with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake, you know what I mean? Because they're high quality games.
For sure.
Like you said, when Remake came out, the hype was there. If they had been able to release Rebirth like the next year,
Rebirth had the same hype though. Like, literally, people were hyped as shit about it. But Helldivers dropped at the same time, and so Helldivers completely just like. I
firmly believe that it would have been next level hype if they had dropped it like the year after.
Oh,
like,
for sure,
you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have ridden that existing hype train into like the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but you can't blame them for wanting to try and put as much like quality into it as possible, which is what they did. The game's not bad. The game got amazing reviews. It's just that there wasn't enough. Like, first off, like we said, their entire audience was cut in half, like physically cut in half. Yeah. And then of that, we don't know how many people actually bought it on PS5 or bought the first one on PS5 versus PS4. So it might have even been cut even shorter than that, you know, but no matter what, their sales were cut in half the moment they limited it to just PS5. And there's no way everybody on PS5 bought that game because everybody would have been talking about it.
I mean, well, if it's anything like the first Well, no, they never did put 7. Yeah, they did put 7 Rebirth on PC eventually. So I mean,
yeah, it'll eventually come
it'll
to
come
PC.
to PC eventually.
I bet you it comes to Xbox too, which the first one never did.
Yeah, a lot of these games find a better audience on PC. Like I think Ghost of Tsushima. Well, I think it's doing really well on PC.
Actually,
it is.
But,
it's the top still.
But I think what's that one game with all the zombies that everybody didn't fuck with on PlayStation?
Days Gone.
Days Gone did way better on PC than it ever did on PlayStation. You know what I mean? That game probably made more money on the Steam store, than fucking, PlayStation at all,
Yeah.
And it's a great game. I really think it's. I'm glad that it got an audience on PC. I'm sad that it'll never get a sequel, but
Yeah.
that's the way the cookie crumbles.
But more I'm just gonna go through all the news from last week since y'all didn't get it. I'm just gonna run through it real fast.
Lay it on us.
But speaking of PC games or games coming to PC, Red Dead Redemption may finally be coming to PC.
Oh, the first one?
Yeah.
That'd
if a
be
recent
cool to
data
get an
mine.
official port of it. Then you could
mod
adjust
it
the
and stuff.
resolution and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize that we didn't have it on PC.
No.
I mean, you could get an emulator pretty easily.
Yeah, but that's not the same as like having the game to where like people can just set up mods
like
and
a
do all
proper
this shit.
port.
Yeah.
But apparently, what could be the biggest Red Dead Redemption news in years comes from Rockstar Games expert Tez Funds 2 on X. They report that the new information, which mentions a PC port for the studio's classic Western sandbox game, was found in a recent update to Rockstar's launcher site. The data mine content includes details about both the base Red Dead Redemption experience as well as its zombie-themed Undead Nightmare expansion.
Let's go.
You know what'd be neat is if they did it like Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition, where they touched up the lighting and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to make Red Dead Redemption that much like polished up to make it a really pretty game.
Wasn't the Definitive Edition like really bad?
It was really bad.
No, it was bad, but like my point is like
just make it nicer looking.
They added like lighting effects and stuff.
What if they just somehow ported it into the new like Red Dead Redemption 2 engine? Like somehow.
God.
That would be stupid.
That'd be insane.
Dude.
To have fucking Undead Nightmare in the RD2
even just
engine?
to play the fucking first story over
again
in that would be amazing. It's honestly a really great game,
Fuck yeah.
I will say this: it's almost like a hodgepodge between like that silent protagonist. Like, I mean, John Marston is by far not a silent protagonist, but he's got that same kind of like weird, awkward, herky-jerky vibe as like fucking the early Grand Theft Auto protagonists. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's got that same like storytelling as Red Dead Redemption 2 is like mixed together almost. You know what I mean? Like
a meet in the middle kind of.
Yeah, you can tell it's that like where they're evolving as like writers and stuff. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Oh, okay. And another thing, which I think I just want to bet. Pretty sure we were arguing about this at one point.
Hold up.
God of War Ragnarok is the next PlayStation exclusive coming to PC, according to a fresh report. Reliable PlayStation Store leaker Bill Kuhn, writing for Dia Labs, claims Sony Santa Monica's hugely popular action game will soon land on PC, although they did not give the release date. An announcement Bill Kuhn said is set for sometime in May. So
that's not surprising. I mean, the first God of War was already on PC.
Yeah, but because remember we talked about how long it took for it to come to PC afterwards, and I was like, I guarantee you within the next 6 months to a year, it's gonna be on PC. And you're like, no, that's too soon. I remember this argument. I don't remember why we were arguing about it, but I do remember this argument.
God of War came out last year, right? Like
yeah, and we talked about this like 2 months ago because
you're gonna get a faster PC port.
Yeah, I was saying that it was gonna come faster than the first one.
It's been a year, right? Like that doesn't seem
not from 2 months ago.
No, I mean since God of War came to PC, to PS5, like a year of exclusivity seems about right. Like
when did it come out? I don't know, but all I know is
God
that
of War Ragnarok came out like early 23. I'm pretty sure. Like,
all I remember is that we were arguing about it for some reason, and I was like, "It's gonna come very soon," and you were like, "Probably not." And it came out actually before 2023. It came out November 9th, 2022.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't remember why. I'll have to find that episode, which I probably never will. But I know that we
I believe it.
We argued about it.
Like this seems about right. A year, they're gonna do it because they already did the first God of War game. You know. What I mean?
For sure. We knew it was coming. I was just saying it's gonna be quicker, and their games are gonna start porting quicker and quicker.
I'm
to PC.
glad that they're gonna do that. You know what I mean?
There's a 4-year gap between God of War 2018 and the PC port.
That was the difference. Was like because I was like, there's no way they would take that long, and I was saying how like Sony's gonna slowly get to the point to where games just release on PC like the same time as they come out to PS5, and we were arguing over it because of the exclusivity part of it, and I was like, I don't think they care about the console exclusivity as long as it's not coming to Xbox or Nintendo or whatever. Everything's going to go to PC now, basically, because there's so many people on PC.
And require a PSN login. They're pulling the Game Pass. They want that, like, just your subscription, basically.
Yeah.
But, anyways, more news from last week. Apparently, Apple's next iPhone is going to have built-in ChatGPT features. So
I've already got my shit like set up to do ChatGPT on like a button on my phone. Like I just hold this button down, and then it's like, oh, I got to do the Face ID. Yep, and then you can just ask it whatever you want. Hello, ChatGPT.
Oh, they paused the voice.
What?
They paused the voice for. They didn't.
Wait, what did you say, ChatGPT? Takes her a second.
I just said hi and asked what's on your mind today.
Yeah.
I literally just got an article saying that they paused the voice chat because she sounded too much like what's her face from Her.
She does sound different than she did like recently.
Oh, okay. Then they probably already brought it back.
Samsung integrated some kind of AI shit, but I haven't fucked around with it.
So it says Apple and OpenAI are reportedly
Everybody's
close.
Got an AI thing. Facebook's got an AI thing now too. But I still think ChatGPT is king.
That's the point. That's why Apple's trying to go to them. They're striking a deal with OpenAI, and basically, it says. As Bloomberg reported, the deal would allow Apple to use ChatGPT features in iOS 18, the phone's next major software update. Oh, so not even for the next phone, just for the next update.
If you replace Siri with ChatGPT, that would be fucking amazing. And you know who else could stand to fucking replace their software with some sort of like chatbot type AI program? Would be fucking Alexa. You know, the Amazon Alexas and the Google whatever homes or whatever, they could both be powered by AI and be way more efficient. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and apparently it's coming later this year. So we'll have the ChatGPT built-in shit, and it's supposed to use their Chat Gemini or something.
Yeah, this is the kind of AI that I think is going to be super beneficial to like people's day-to-day lives. You know what I mean?
You'll have a digital assistant.
Yeah, for sure.
Real digital assistant.
Something you can really talk to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, which I think is cool.
And cry too.
Yeah. If you want to, shit.
And take on dates.
Just literally that movie. Her.
Turn into Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Was that Joaquin Phoenix in that movie? Okay.
Yeah.
He's so good at playing a fucking psychopath, dude. Like,
I'm starting to think he might actually be. He's not acting. Like,
future's gonna be so weird.
No, we were talking about that. Like he was so good as Meryl in Signs. And then he just went insane. Like, ever since that movie, like, he's just never
swing
been...
away,
Meryl.
Swing away. Yeah, dude, I love Signs.
Fucking good movie. Dude, I saw a trailer for another M. Night Shyamalan movie coming out.
Yeah.
I like going to see... I see every M. Night Shyamalan
The last
movie.
one was so bad.
So terrible. The one where they're all getting old on the beach.
Yeah, Old. It's called Old. Like,
yeah, that movie was ass. But you know what? It's so hit or miss for me, and I have fun either way.
Yeah.
Like, even if
some
the
of them are good,
terrible,
some of them are bad.
The one where the kids are going to visit their grandparents is
so good.
It's one of my favorites.
The Visit.
Yeah.
And then Devil was good too.
Devil was good. Was that the one where they're in the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good as fuck.
I like Devil. I like The Visit.
He's got some really good ones. Yeah,
he's got really good hits and then really just shit. The knock on the cabin in the woods or whatever was ass. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
And a lot of people really were into it. And I'm like, why did y'all like that, dude?
The one with Bautista?
Yes, dude.
Yeah, I think people just liked it because Dave Bautista was in it.
You want to see a good movie where they're like stuck in a vacation home? Is that fucking Leave the World Behind? That movie's fucking dope, bro.
Never even heard
it's so good, man. It's on Netflix, I think. I don't want to ruin anything. I can't even really tell you anything about it without like spoiling.
Is that the one that came out recently?
I think so. Yeah.
It's
the one where if you go on Netflix and you like scroll over it, like the preview is the family sitting on the beach and the ship's like coming towards them like really slowly.
Yeah. It's like a white family and a black family.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
I think so. Yeah.
They're like,
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was a fun watch. It has really good acting. There's like Kevin Bacon and Ethan Hawke's in it and fucking a bunch of like famous people. It's a good movie.
I'm gonna check that one out because
I
I've
really
been wondering.
enjoyed it. Yeah.
Speaking of movies, 28 years later, it got a release date. So
cool.
we're getting a third, and he's coming back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's confirmed he's gonna make an appearance. They didn't say if he's gonna have like
Cillian
a major
Murphy?
role.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because that was the first place we all saw him, and we saw all of him. But
that we did.
Yeah, we even made a spoof of that. We called
Yeah, we
28
did.
Seconds Later back when we were like 13.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
We were hilarious.
We were fucking. No, I'm just kidding. We were so funny. No, but yeah, good times. But anyways, very excited for this third play.
One of my favorite zombie flicks. You know, if I had to make like a top 10 zombie movies, 28 Days Later would definitely be up there. And 28 Weeks Later is
28
equally
Weeks Later
good.
is good.
You know,
Doesn't have Killian, but still a good movie.
really good movie.
It's Killian, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Killian. Yeah, it sounds way cooler as Killian.
I just kind of like mutter it when I say it.
Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah.
I've seen enough like random YouTube shorts where like people are talking to him and he gets really annoyed because they say his name wrong. Like he always corrects
Bro,
them.
if you got a goofy, weird like name,
Yeah, like, get
I'm
real.
Sorry, you can't be getting that mad about it.
He's one of those people that are very like standoffish. Like
is he like foreign or something? Is it?
Yeah,
like,
he's English.
No, he's not English. He's like Irish. He's like Irish or something like that.
I guess if
Killian, Killian's Irish.
Okay, yeah. So that makes a little more sense for him to get offended over his like traditional Irish name, but still, don't be so uptight,
Yeah, he's
Killian.
Irish.
Yeah, and so whenever they talk to him, like sometimes they're like, "Oh, well, you're not on, Facebook or any social media," and he's like, "I'm 40 years old," and they're like, "Okay," and he's like, "I'm too old for that shit." Like he just straight up, it's just like he's one of those people.
Sounds like a not fun person to be around.
No.
Bit pretentious.
A bit pretentious.
Go
But he's Irish, so we're just giving him this like. Anyways,
I can't not hear him in an English accent after watching
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky fucking Blinders.
Aren't they fighting the Irish in that show? Or is
the
he
Irish are a big part, like the Irish
Yeah.
gangs and shit.
Wow, what a sham on his culture. No, I'm just kidding. But also the Neuralink guy is now able to slay the Spire. He can slay the Spire. And
apparently beat his friends too.
Yeah, apparently he's just getting like he can play more and more stuff. He's getting a lot quicker with like the agility of moving the cursor and like clicking and.
I mean, Slay the Spire doesn't necessarily need like.
No, it's just clicking.
He was playing Age of Empires 5. I mean, that's more impressive than fucking Slay the Spire. What?
I don't know, to be honest with you, why this is a big deal, or like why this game specifically
People
is.
People just like to know what this guy's playing. Fucking, we know he can play video games, with his Neuralink. Like,
put him in a robot suit and let's see him walk again.
When he starts playing fucking Call of Duty, that's when I'm gonna be impressed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. But apparently it's been going well. There was like a
hiccup.
Yeah, there was like some kind of the implant suffered a temporary drop in performance after a number of electrode-studded threads retracted from the patient's brain. So they had to go back in and fix that.
It was like connectivity issue.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Technical issue.
Low bandwidth, dude.
But not
your brain's bandwidth is just too low, dude.
But people were tripping. It wasn't anything like life-threatening or like.
They're like, what in this fucking thing where they're like testing it? It didn't work perfectly. Ugh. Like, I just hate people. I hate the internet. I hate all humans.
Like, oh, they're already having issues. See, this is why I'm not getting this.
I mean, he seems thrilled about it.
I know.
You watched the TED Talk with him or whatever.
He's like, please, like, let me keep testing. Like, it basically gave him purpose, like, in his mind, in his life. And, like, everybody's just, like, shitting on it because they're like, oh, well, it's Elon Musk. And it's like, dude, just shut the fuck up for, like, 10 seconds. And, like, just let what's going to happen. Let technology grow to help humans.
Bro, for real, it's like before this, like the only way he could like navigate the fucking web was like blowing into a fucking tube and going like this.
And I like where he was looking and blinking and shit like that.
It's so sad,
like,
dude.
Sorry, he doesn't have to fucking like deep throat a robot to fucking go on the internet anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you will once AI takes over. Oh, you would like to use the internet? You know what you must do. I want to go back before AI. Please. Anyways, and then...
I I think they're gonna figure out some way to like connect it to fucking prosthetics and shit, and he's gonna like.
Well, that's like the main drive.
Like a fucking robot suit that they're gonna put this guy in, and he's just gonna be fucking walking all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the main goal, or the two like primary goals is to do that, to connect it to prosthetics, but then also bridge the gap in spinal injuries.
Like get the neurons to refire and shit.
Yeah, they're gonna to have like a receiver on like the downstream of a spinal injury.
So
they want to
reconnect the electricity stream basically.
Yeah, basically restore the
That's
connection.
Dope as fuck,
and then
bro.
like you'd be able to like.
That's the kind of science we need to be funding right now.
Theoretically,
dude, you
yeah.
know?
That's like Elon's main goal is to help.
Yeah, that's far down the road. What they're working on now is like some kind of like exoskeleton thing that connects to it.
That's
that like they'd be able to move.
Bro, I want a fucking exoskeleton. I mean, I
The
don't
exoskeleton
want it, but, like, you know.
The exoskeleton is a lot closer than fucking just bridging a
I mean, that
spinal
seems
injury.
realistic, especially if you can already interface with a computer. You know what I mean? Like if that's the case.
Yeah, and they're already building it into like the Tesla vehicle system. Like apparently, like they're trying to make a way that
so he can just sit in his car and charge his suit up and shit.
Or like it'll like
that's badass.
Yeah, he'll be able to get into the car by
Iron
himself.
Man's it around himself. He sits in the car and he's like suit on. It's like just like comes around him. That'd be badass, bro.
Hello, Mister. Blah blah blah.
Dude, we're almost there.
It's all fun and games until someone hacks his exoskeleton. Though. Goes on a rampage.
What was that
Somebody
movie?
upgrades their
upgrade.
yeah.
Anyways, on to some bad news. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has disappointed Warner Bros. Discovery, owner of developer Rocksteady, to the tune of a $200 million hit to revenue. Reporting its Q1 financial results, Warner Bros. Discovery said its games revenue declined significantly as a result of a tough comparison with last year's best-selling video game, Hogwarts Legacy. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League generated significantly lower revenues compared with those generated by Hogwarts Legacy during the same 3-month period, the company said in a follow-up investor-focused call. Warner Bros. Discovery boss David Zaslav called...
He's like, I don't get it!
Yeah, he called the release of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League disappointing. Before Warner Bros. Discovery Chief Financial Officer Gunnar Weidenfels detailed an impairment charge the company absorbed as a result of the game's failure.
These people need to look at the very, very obvious thing staring them in the face.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to pay fucking full price for a fucking live service game. They want to pay full price for a fucking finished product game like fucking Hogwarts Legacy. Like, it should be fucking obvious. Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake 2, the success of these games should be a fucking clear indication of what people want. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Helldivers 2, it should be a clear indication of how to do the type of games like Suicide Squad and shit in a way that people will want to play them. You know, don't make it a full price game. Make it fucking dope as shit. Make it unique. You know what I mean?
Community engagement.
Yeah, like you have to do those type of games in a certain way, and it's different than you do a single player full game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Just wait till they do the Snyder cut, dude.
The problem is Suicide Squad had like the bones of a fucking there's a lot of like great moments in that game, but they're so overshadowed by like the monotony of what it you could tell it became through the course of like development. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like they had a gun to their head and they were being like forced to make it a live service game. You know what I mean? Like,
well, they should have just been making a new Arkham game.
Yeah,
that's it.
They really should have.
Can you imagine if they would have put like the amount of money they put into that Hogwarts Legacy game into a new Batman Arkham game?
Really good.
That would be fucking sick.
Like just Splinter Cell level Arkham game.
With modern consoles pushing it, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I mean? Oh.
That won't happen though. It's too late now. Now Warner Bros. Is probably gonna fucking just like close their.
Well, the next they actually announced another Arkham game pretty recently for VR. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to be because it's made by the Iron Man people who did the Iron Man VR, which got pretty well received. Although it's not my favorite game personally, but
isn't it more of just like an experience than a game?
No, it's a like an 8-hour game or some shit. Like, I mean, you know, there's a lot to it. Like, you fly around, you shoot stuff as Iron Man. I just feel like it was I don't know, it's kind of linear feeling. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not a bad, it's an okay game. You know what I mean? I wish he could, like, when I'm Iron Man, like, my idea of Iron Man is, like, I want to fly in one direction for a long time and, like, watch the scenery go by me and shit, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, like, you're flying out of bounds type shit, you know what I mean? Like, so.
I'm Iron Man.
Yeah, like, there is no out of bounds.
I can do whatever I want. But, yeah, last bit of news from last week, which is the biggest news and the worst news in some people's opinions. Microsoft has closed a number of Bethesda studios, including Redfall maker Arcane Austin, Hi-Fi Rush, and the Evil Within developer Tango Gameworks. And more in devastating cuts at Bethesda. I
am absolutely devastated that Tango Games is gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Like, yeah, Hi-Fi Rush was cool, and like fucking that one game didn't do as good as it probably could have. Tokyo, whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But the Evil Within 1 and 2 are some of the best fucking most classic horror games.
Well, they're made by the guy who made Resident Evil.
That's what I'm saying. And you can feel that when you're playing it. It's got that fucking... It feels like a real spiritual successor to Resident Evil 4. You know what I'm saying? At least the first one did.
Or 3, I would say.
The second one is also dope, though. The second one has its own vibe. I just love the series so much, and it really crushes me to know that we might not ever get a third one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure the IP has, like, fallen to, you know, Bethesda as a company or ZeniMax or whatever the fuck, and there's a possibility they could get some other company to make it, but it bums me the fuck out to know that, like, Tango isn't going to make it. You know what I mean? Yeah. They did such a good job with those games, man. They were so creepy and weird and fun.
Well, and Redfall. I mean, I saw that coming, though. But, like, we're definitely not getting any updates to Redfall.
Wait, they're shuttering Arcane?
Austin. Arcane Austin.
I was about to say, because one of the Arcanes is working on Blade, right?
They're fine.
Yeah.
They were just like, Redfall guys got to go. So,
I don't blame them there, yeah. That shit was trash, bro. Like,
it is getting one final update before it goes offline.
Yeah, but it's not like anything.
It's just an offline update.
Yeah, it makes it to where you can play it offline.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So you can play trash anytime. But so Alpha Dog Games, maker of mobile games Mighty Doom, will also close. Roundhouse Studios will be absorbed by the Elder Scrolls Online developer ZeniMax Online Studios. So on Redfall, the disastrous vampire co-op game will now not receive promised updates, including an offline mode. They did end up turning around saying that.
Are they giving refunds to people?
No. And new character DLC, as Microsoft has ended all development on the game. Microsoft said Redfall will remain online to play, and it will provide a make-good offer. A make-good offer for those who bought the Hero DLC. So they'll refund the DLC that people pre-bought.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, they should.
They have to. I was about to say, if not...
I didn't know that they were selling DLC, though.
I was about to say, if not, I'm going to fucking find a lawyer, and we're going to find every other motherfucker who bought that DLC, and we're farming a fucking giant class action lawsuit.
Because wasn't it like a $100 package to get, like,
it was expensive. Yeah, it was like $100 or something. Yeah, and a lot of people bought it, you know, because a lot of people, like me, had never played an Arcane game up to that point that was fucking bad. Like, it was coming hot off the heels of Deathloop. I mean, we're thinking, like, this is going to be fucking sick. You know what I mean? Like, and so a lot of people just blindly have faith. Just like, same with Suicide Squad. You know what I mean? Which, Suicide Squad was not nearly as bad as Redfall. Suicide Squad has a cohesive game that is a lot of fun to play. It's just fucking a little repetitive, you know? Redfall is fucking broken, bro. Like, doesn't make any sense. It's trash.
There's no cutscenes. There's like, there's no story. Like,
it's one of the worst video games I've ever played, with like a really pretty coat of paint over the badness. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
now the people that, you know, made the good games and stuff are still there. Arcane Leon, which is working on Marvel's Blade, survives the cull, as does Bethesda Game Studios
for now,
and Machine Games. Well,
until you're finished, they're like sharpening their fucking machete.
Close down Bethesda.
Dude. They could. Why would they close down the only studio that they bought worth buying? You know, and then Doom developer id Software is also unaffected.
You already know Doom's safe.
Yeah,
Doom is a good, like, you know, every Doom that comes out.
It's the iPhone of video
games.
games.
Exactly.
It's gonna sell.
Yeah.
It says this reprioritization of titles and resources means a few teams will be realigned to other teams, and that some of our colleagues will be leaving us. So I think really, because they're trying to prioritize the bigger games, I think they're tired of not like announcing games and then like 6 years later the game's still not out. So I think what they're trying to do is take some of these people and put them on the games that they're trying to get out.
Okay.
And so they're shuttering.
So they're reallocating the people.
Yes.
Okay, so these people aren't just like losing their jobs.
A lot of them are. A lot of them are losing their jobs, but they're taking some of them from each one. Like one whole entire studio got absorbed into ZeniMax.
Right.
Another, I think, like some of these other studios are like Arcane and stuff are probably getting shown like thrown over to like Avowed or whatever games that are being worked on currently. Like some of them are going over there or like whatever.
I just hope it doesn't create some sort of like, I hope we don't have these games that are like 75% finished and they're like, all right, we're speeding it up, and they bring in a bunch of people who like fuck the game up, and then it ends up just being this like mess like fucking Redfall. You know what I mean? I hope we don't end up with a bunch of Redfalls because of this.
I don't think that's going to be the case. I think what's going to end up happening is that we'll get a Fallout quicker than we expect.
I
think that's what this is about Fallout.
Hey, take all those people, put them on a Fallout, bro. Like, let's do it, dude.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think what happened here is these guys lost their jobs working in their own studios because the Fallout show did so well. I think the Fallout show did so well that Microsoft was like, we're fucking wasting our time with Redfall and all this stuff. Like, just take these guys. We need a new Fallout. We need a new fucking Elder Scrolls, and we need it quick. Like
the initial plan was they weren't going to touch the next Fallout
until after.
Until after Elder Scrolls drop. And
Microsoft was like, "No, we can't wait."
I think that's smart to not do Fallout 5 until after Elder Scrolls drop. But that being said, I mean, it's
so fucking far away.
It's so simple to do something like New Vegas that's not a mainline Fallout or whatever, But it's just a Fallout game. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's also really dumb that they did a whole different, like they did Avowed or whatever instead of or even Outer Worlds. Like they should have been like, sorry guys, Outer Worlds was cool, but we all know it was just like your attempt at making fucking New Vegas on your own. Like we're giving you the IP back. Here's Fallout. Make us a New Vegas too. Like that's it. That's all they had to fucking do.
I personally am kind of hyped about Outer Worlds too. Like,
I'm not gonna get my hopes up.
I think Outer Worlds, while everybody says Outer Worlds is the New Vegas we never got, I think it's
not even close.
I think Outer Worlds is the more fun version of Starfield. That's the way I look at it.
It is, but it's a less fulfilling. Like, dude, I went back and played it recently. There are no options in that game. That game is when it comes to the story and the party, it's so limited.
Well, that's the problem with it.
So fucking limited.
It's definitely, but it's like
a 10-hour game.
That's why the prospect of Outer Worlds 2 excites me so much, because you can see what they could do if they had a bigger budget and and I think they will this time. You know what I mean?
I hope so.
And also more time to complete their game. I just think that it was almost like a proof of concept. You know what I mean?
I'm interested to see what Avowed turns into, but also Outer Worlds. And
I think Avowed. I swear to God, I think Avowed is going to end up just like Immortals of Avium or something. Like it's going to be like a fucking Doom knockoff. I bet. Like I bet you anything.
Immortals of Avium just dropped on Game Pass. Too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I forgot about that. But it's made in the Pillars of Eternity universe or something. So like
I'm calling it now, dude. I'm betting.
I think you're probably right. It doesn't. I don't know. Something
Avowed
about
is
it looks
so
weird.
overhyped right now. That
no, it's not, dude. People are already talking shit on the internet before it's even like. There's no hype for Avowed. Everybody's hating on it, dude.
There was a little bit when it first
got shown off, but after they showed the gameplay, everybody's like, "Oh, fuck this!" Like it's just gonna be ass. They're saying what you're saying, that it just looks like a fucking whatever Avium or whatever. Yeah. So, like, I mean, it must be because you're coming at it. You haven't even read any of the commentary, and you're just immediately saying that. So, like,
I mean, that's the vibe I get immediately when I see the gameplay is like Immortals of Avium, which is a fun enough game in its own right, but it's not like,
What I'm hoping is that now that they've shuttered these studios and moved people around, maybe they've allocated some people to this game to make it something deeper. Same with the other one. It looks like Immortal or of whatever that fucking game, Avium. I keep on forgetting, but there's also a lot of RPG shit going on in it too. Like like there's none of that in the other game. The other game is basically an action game. So it's like
magic first-person shooter, right?
Well, there's some like leveling up aspect.
No, I mean RPG as in like you walk upon NPCs that are like, "Help me, brother," and then you're like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. Like literally in the the gameplay trailer, they walked up on this guy who was like, "Oh, I was just in a battle, and my fucking arm hurts."
I hope I'm wrong. Like I genuinely hope that this is like Outer Worlds, but like Elden Ring, like even if it's limited in your choices and
Elder
stuff,
Scrolls, you mean?
Like if that's what it ends up being, Elder Scrolls, sorry. Then I'm cool with that.
That's what I want. I want it to be the Elder Scrolls version of Outer Worlds. I want this to be their Elder Scrolls, like a miniature.
Yeah, like
way
a
more
bite-sized,
but super in-depth like choices. Give me lots of choices. Give me lots of stuff to do. Like
make those choices mean something.
Yeah,
that's why I can't wait for Dragon Age, bro. And honestly, I think we're gonna get more Dragon Age info soon because the free game on Epic Game Store right now is Dragon Age Inquisition, and I think that's kind of going to be a sign because every time something's a free game on Epic Game Store, there's something, like they did like Fallout 1 and then like the Fallout TV show came out, like they do like things that correlate to other things that are about to happen, so I think there's this
foreshadowing.
This is no coincidence in my opinion, you know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, also, if you got a PC, go play fucking Dragon Age Inquisition. That game is fun as fuck, and it's free right now on Epic Games Store.
I might have to give it a try.
Hell yeah, I think it might be free for the rest of the day and maybe tomorrow.
What happened to Dragon's Dogma, dude? That shit disappeared.
Apparently it was ass.
Yeah, it had really bad performance issues.
I heard some people say it was fun. I heard like really mixed reviews about it. Like
Also, apparently there was like not DLC, microtransactions to like level up and stuff in it, and it's a single player game.
The way I heard it was like Hearken 2 was basically like how rare some items are to find in fucking Elden Ring.
Like you could like pay to get them.
It was like basically that, but you could buy them.
It's like fast travel and shit like that.
Oh yeah, you had to pay for fast travel. That's what it was. I remember now. Like you could like literally pay money to fast travel, which is the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
I think there's more to it than that. Like you can find the fast travel things in the game, and you
could also buy a bunch of them.
Yeah,
it's like fast travel crystals or some shit.
Yeah, like you leave like crystals to places where you want to fast travel. I don't know. There's a thing about it.
Okay, last little bit from last week. There's a Nintendo Direct coming in June, which is I guess cool, but I have a feeling they'll probably announce the Switch 2 there just because they also Nintendo confirmed that they will be announcing a Switch successor within this fiscal year, and so either it's going to be at this Nintendo Direct or the next one. So
maybe I should sell my Switch before the Switch 2 comes out, so I have like a.
No, dude, it'll get more. You'll get more money.
You're right. It'll increase in value.
Yeah, because people will be like, well, honestly. I don't think it'll ever increase in value just because of how many fucking Switches are out there.
3DSs are still pretty fucking. If you go on like online, they're it's not cheap to get.
The one I have is worth $700.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the one I have is worth like $400. It's the Zelda version.
I bought my girlfriend
I got
hers
the Galaxy
new on Amazon for like I bought it through GameStop for like $135 or something. But that was like, it was like a plain ass like 2DS flip one. You know what I mean? Like, I mean that's still a pretty good value for a last gen console. You know what I'm saying? Like every other console, you're not gonna fucking pay that much for a fucking Xbox 360 or some shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
well, this all happened after the 3DS store closed, like the eShop. Like once the eShop died, like everybody was like suddenly they just wanted it. Yeah. So yeah, like because I have like the box and everything, that's why mine's worth like as much. Like without the box, it's worth like $400 or $500.
Dude, you have a 3DS?
Yeah.
Go on Temu and buy that fucking. Have you seen those game cartridges on Temu?
Oh, that you can put everything on it?
No, they're like loaded up already.
Oh,
bro.
That's cool.
Dude, I bought my girlfriend one. It was like fucking. I think it was like $10 after I got some kind of deal or something. You put it in her fucking thing. It's got like every fucking DS game ever made, dude.
Oh, that's
It's
badass.
got like Mario Party and fucking like Mario Kart and like all the Pokemon games and like everything, dude. Like it's great. It's like 100 something games on there. Like
Nintendo Strike,
Cooking Mama, like fucking. It's so worth it. If you have a 3DS, go on Temu. I'm telling you.
Oh no, I definitely am because like
it's good for road trips because you don't have to have like 100 fucking little cartridges. You just have that thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good 3DS and DS games, like specifically really good like story, like visual novel and like
like the
puzzle games,
Layton games. Stuff like those.
Professor Layton, the Ace Attorney games.
Yeah, those are great. Yeah.
There's a game called like Room 901 or something.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That one's crazy.
Is that what it's called? I know what you're talking about, though.
I forget what it's called, but I just remember that one was really good.
I love good visual novel games.
Oh, yeah. There's lots of puzzle games that are awesome. There's lots of horror games that are actually really good on the DS and 3DS.
Honestly, I really dig Resident Evil Revelations on the 3DS. I feel like that one's a nice one. The first one, anyways.
Yeah, and good Pokemon games.
Yeah.
And like and Conquest. Pokemon Conquest is one of the greatest like overlooked strategy games.
The Fire Emblem games, dude.
Yeah.
On DS are some of the best fucking
That's what
games,
Pokemon Conquest is. It's basically a Fire Emblem Pokemon game.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
Fire Emblem, I can't remember what the one on DS is called. I think Awakening is so
it was
fucking
Awakening.
Good, bro.
Yeah. That's 3DS, I think.
Yeah,
right?
There's one on DS and 3DS. I think there's two of them on 3DS actually. It was a good console for Fire Emblem fans.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just across the board, DS and 3DS, two of the best handheld consoles
the
of all
Luigi's
time.
Mansion game, dude. There's a bunch of good games on DS, man.
Yeah,
so good. And Smash Bros.
There's even
you
a
could
Dead
play
or Alive
Brawl
game
on there.
dude. I think there was a Dead or Alive. I can't remember what it was called, but
there was Dead or Alive.
That was like a 3D Dead or Alive game. And then you got the Legend of Zelda remakes, fucking Majora's Mask.
I need to get you your Zelda back. By the way, I still have it.
Which one?
Majora's Mask.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, I'm not like sitting here like.
I know, but I haven't.
Where's my Majora's Mask?
I haven't played it in months, so like it's in my case and everything. But yeah.
Yeah, that's makes me want to bust it out. I'm so nostalgic now.
It's a dope game.
But yeah, so that's it. Yeah, that's the that's all of last week's news. So.
Well, thanks for running through last week for us.
No problem. Y'all take all the new shit.
Give you a little break, yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, here we go. Baldur's Gate 3 developer Larian Studios has announced the opening of its newest studio. Located in Poland, the company's 7th studio worldwide, Larian Studios Warsaw will assist in the development of the company's upcoming unannounced games. Quote, with two very ambitious RPGs now starting development, what better way to see our visions realized than by growing the team and opening a 7th studio in the heart of Poland's lively gaming scene, the company wrote on social media.
That's interesting.
The new team in Warsaw joins Larian's existing studios in Ghent, Barcelona, Dublin, Guildford, Quebec, and Kuala Lumpur. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. And there are numerous open positions available at the Warsaw office across a variety of disciplines. So if you're a video game developer with some street cred from Poland, get up in there. You know?
Warsaw, like, first off, always just reminds me of terrible things. But also, like...
Why? What happened in Warsaw?
Is this a real question?
I mean,
like World War II.
Well,
yeah,
okay,
all the events
it was kind of like the whole world was involved.
No, but specifically in Warsaw, like with the Jews and all the Holocaust. But also, I just think the name Warsaw is just a cool name. Like even before, like that, it was just
kind of reminds me of like Andy Warhol.
Yeah,
but
just
like...
way cooler. Warsaw. Like, it just sounds like a fucking, like I don't know.
Hardcore place.
Yeah, it sounds like if it wouldn't have been a place, it would have become like a heavy metal band name, like Warsaw.
Just like Polish people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they are some nice people.
I feel like they're chill.
Assume.
Weren't y'all talking bad about Polish, or was that Swedish?
No, I just talked
shows ago.
No, I talked bad about British people specifically. Sorry, Jason.
Damn.
I love Jason. Jason's the only British person I like. Him and his family, his people, they're all good. Everybody
else. What
British
people ever do to you?
What you're doing right now.
Talk.
I'm just kidding. I don't actually not like British people. It's just funny to me to like.
This man, because you ain't never had no beans on your toast, mate.
That actually pisses me off. And like
ain't had the full English breakfast, mate.
I saw
British cuisine is so fucking bad.
Some news article like about how like Conor McGregor's like in court or whatever, and they were like, officials of the court say, Conor McGregor is pulling ducks and something, ducks and drakes and core or whatever, and like so the first comment was like, this is why no one takes them seriously. Like, what does this even mean? Ducks and drakes, like, what does that mean? Like,
he's just got a duck and Drake the rapper with
yeah,
him
just hanging out. Like, I don't know. It's just like, you know,
nobody knows except the British.
The ducks and drakes. It's like, oh my god, just say it. He's not coming to court. Like he's been holding it off. And then the Australians got the kangaroo court. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh jeez, yeah. But anyway, so they're making new games. They got 2 new games announced, but they haven't like said what they are or anything. The only thing we know is that they're not working on another Dungeons and Dragons game. If I had to guess, one of the 2 new games is probably going to be Divinity Original Sin 3.
Boo.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
I feel like that'd be a step down from Baldur's Gate.
A lot of people really like Divinity Original Sin.
But that's also
2.
a Dungeons and Dragons game.
What?
Divinity. Isn't that Dungeons and Dragons?
No.
It's not?
Nuh-uh.
I don't know.
Divinity Original Sin and Divinity Original Sin 2 are like its own contained thing, I think.
So they're just saying they're not going to make it with the IP Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Well, they're separating. Yeah, they're separating from
Wizards of the Coast or whatever owns Dungeons and Dragons, and they don't want to be affiliated with them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought they just weren't going to make a Dungeons and Dragons type game again, like. Because Divinity Original Sin is a Dungeons and Dragons type game.
Oh, totally.
Like,
it's a very similar gameplay, like, wise to fucking,
Yeah.
Like, with the exception of, like, actually, like, rolling the fucking die. Actually, I think you might even roll the
you
dice.
You do roll
yeah.
dice.
So, but it's, like, it's different a little bit, but, like, just in the sense that you're not using D&D 5e fucking rule set. Like, there's a very specific, like, set of moves and, like, classes and shit that are, like, implemented in, Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
But like my brother-in-law likes Divinity Original Sin 2 way more than Baldur's Gate 3, and mainly because of the story and other things, you know what I mean? But it's like he brings a lot of valid arguments up, and it's like I can see why some people would enjoy, Divinity Original Sin 3 more than Baldur's Gate 3, especially the diehards. There are people that are waiting for it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like hopefully they've set the roadmap for like what needs to be done for a good Dungeons and Dragons game, and that is giving the player agency over like what happens next, in more than just like a conversation choice, you know what I mean? And like your actions and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully other studios can latch onto that, but it's going to be hard to make that work mechanically. Like, there's some fucking geniuses for making Baldur's Gate 3, like, work the way it does. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm excited to see whatever it ends up being that they do next. Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll be fantastic. Yeah.
So, well, interestingly enough, they're not the only ones opening up a new studio in Poland. So Activision has announced the formation of Elsewhere Entertainment, a new studio that says that will focus on developing a, quote, narrative-based and genre-defining AAA franchise.
Okay. Poland's a hot spot to drop fucking video games.
It must be that.
Based in Warsaw, too. What the fuck?
That active gaming scene they were talking about.
There's just a shitload of developers in fucking Poland that, like, just don't have jobs and, like, shit, we need to snatch these guys up.
Big developer pool over there. But
yeah. Yeah. I just wanted.
Maybe it's really cheap to open a business in Poland or something. I don't know. There's got to be some kind of reason that both of these studios open in Warsaw specifically. Like,
I don't know.
Maybe they're in cahoots and they want to be buddies. Maybe they open across the street from each other so they can hang out.
Or they're in the same building. Even.
Yeah.
Fucking. But apparently that's Activision's second Poland-based studio.
Wow.
So they have another one in Krakow.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Krakow.
Krakows.
You ever play Krakow, dude?
Go ahead, Brent. We're giving Jamel a break.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I just work so hard.
All right, get ready for this. Fortnite. The next big change for Fortnite, Chapter 5 Season 3, is expected to kick off next week. And today, Epic has let a major detail out into the open. A Fallout collaboration is on the way. Depicted in the first bit of art for the next season is the iconic power armor helmet from the Fallout franchise, as well as a pair of emojis in the tweet that act as a stand-in for the blonde-haired Vault Boy, who is so intertwined in the Fallout series. So, sorry.
I'm so surprised.
They wrote that really dumb. But,
Dude, Fortnite's going to have every fucking crossover possibly imaginable.
I'm with it, if you can cross over with everything, go ahead and do it, dude. I'm all about it. You know what I mean?
I mean, at this rate, they are. Like,
I
can't think of anything that's not in Fortnite now.
What we're going to end up with, though, is people running around in power armor, which is going to be hilarious, because you're going to just, have some random dude coming at you in power armor with, 1 million armor over him. You know what I mean? It's going to be like the Thanos thing all over again,
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's only so many things you can cross over with before you just start running out of cool shit.
I don't know, man.
You're going to be doing
as long
some
as
Wizard
pop
of Oz.
culture continues to exist, you know what I mean?
I guess. I don't know. Apparently, Call of Duty's about to do Gundam. I think that's all right.
Call of Duty can't get away with it, but Fortnite can get away with mixing with anything.
Yeah,
because it's cartoony.
You can have John Wick and Master Chief fighting each other, then every fucking Stranger Things or Breaking Bad or TV show that comes out that's popular, you can just throw it in your fucking shit. Yep. Every other video game that is big, it's your video game now, bitch.
We're seeing a bunch of anime, other video game, everything at this point.
Yep.
And it ain't going to stop.
I'm with it.
By the way, I just had to mention why I said that. So this is what I was saying. The Warsaw Ghetto was the largest of the Nazi ghettos during World War II in the Holocaust.
Okay. I knew there was a specific. I didn't think it was a camp, but I knew there was something.
They had a Polish uprising against the Germans there, and so Germany came in and just murdered everybody, and then turned it into the ghetto. And then
forgot about all my history shit there. I'm just thinking modern Poland's probably a pretty chill place.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty dope.
Wasn't really thinking about all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some pretty, I don't want to say cool museums, but I'm pretty sure there's some interesting museums there.
Yeah, I'm sure they're pretty bleak.
Yeah.
It would still be really interesting to go.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying is I would I love history stuff. I feel like it would be very interesting to go to Warsaw, just to go check out all the historical stuff.
Yeah, they're like the Lexington. That shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's neat for sure.
Anyway.
So, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 reportedly set to launch straight into Game Pass.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they said, all of them going forward are going to be day and date. But
hell yeah.
Are we going to get the old ones too?
They didn't mention anything about that, but a lot of people are speculating that they're going to increase the price of Game Pass, or it might be on a different, a higher tier.
Hell no.
If I gotta pay an extra tier for Call of Duty, I'm not
it ain't
fucking
worth it. Yeah.
No.
But they didn't say that. That's just what people are speculating.
I could see them attaching it to Game Pass Ultimate or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They want to make that money.
Yo,
I
don't know. Yo, whoever it be.
I'll check it out. Let me see who it is. Yo, it's Benjamin Dressler. What's up, dude? Long time no see. Where have you been, Benjamin? Where have you been?
Benjamin?
He's been breaking.
Where have you been, Benjamin?
Anyways, I guess I'll hop back in here with something because
no, Jamal, you're taking a break.
Yeah, take a break, bro.
Dude. I just want
to sit this one out, bro.
No,
Jamal, really shut the fuck up.
Only reason because we were talking about how it felt, or about how Xbox was shuttering all these studios.
We're gonna shutter you if you don't calm down.
Get back in your box.
I'm done.
With less than a day until Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 releases.
What?
Ninja Theory.
Wait, that's coming out?
Yeah.
Sweet, something to fucking play, dude.
I thought y'all weren't even excited about that one.
It's like a 6-hour long game. He's excited.
Dog. I'm excited to try it. I liked the first one. I didn't like the first one until I played it in VR.
Yeah.
But in VR, I thought it was fantastic. Enough to play the whole game twice. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So I'll probably enjoy the second one a little bit, especially if they eventually put out a VR thing for it. Anyways, sorry, I'll shut up.
No, you're good. But apparently head Dom Matthews has issued a heartfelt statement to fans.
Oh god, I thought you were about to say a warning for some reason. I was like, are they gonna say it's fucked up or something?
No, they posted on the official Ninja Theory X account. Matthews shared a touching message to fans, expressing gratitude for their support, along with the development team for working on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. From the very beginning of Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, we have had you in mind, Matthews wrote, and I truly hope that when you play the second chapter of Senua's story, you'll find that familiar connection once again, and so many more people will find their way to Senua and her world too. Basically, he goes on this long, like, thank you guys, it's been a long time, I'm sorry that it was so long. I don't even think he said I'm sorry. I think he was just like, it's been a long time coming, it's going to be great. I feel like this is just him being like, I think we're probably going to get closed after this, like, by Microsoft. If y'all don't play this game, like, please.
I don't think so.
It's on Game Pass. It's just
gonna, as far as like, if we're like looking from an analytics standpoint at fucking what's being played on Game Pass, this is gonna blow everything else out of the water right now. At least like currently, like maybe not as much as like when Persona came out or something, but like it's gonna be a hot enough game to where they're not gonna be like mad at the studio or anything, you know what I mean?
And Benjamin's here to talk about Hellblade 2, and I'm just trashing. I'm not even trashing on it. I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie, but I
think it's gonna be tight, dude. Like, okay, my thing is like, okay, when the first Hellblade came out, they were a pretty inexperienced studio, and they still managed to make a pretty good looking game with a deep story, and like the combat was a little lackluster, but I think that's one of the things they'll probably have improved on in this one. You know what I mean? Like,
you would hope. But I think they put most of their money into, like, the way her eye moves and stuff. Or, like,
hey, that eye is going to be moving, though.
It's going to be moving. Like,
let that eye look at
full of soul and life.
Yeah, they put 4 more whispers in. Like, maybe one comes up from below instead of, like, to your left. But anyway, so, like, Benjamin says, been working and grinding my face into MLB. But I'm back to bug you guys more about Hellblade 2. Finally dropping at 3 a.m.
Woo!
8 hours.
I'm about to download that. That's what I'm doing in the morning.
Grinding. What is MLB, though? Are you
Major League Baseball, the game, dog?
Oh, literally, you've been grinding
MLB
in the game?
Slugfest, the show, dog.
Wait, does he work for MLB?
Yeah, are you working for the Major League Baseball?
I think he's just playing the MLB game, dog. You know, I think we might be reading too much into this.
He's like, no, I'm actually in the MLB.
If you are actually in the MLB, I apologize. You know what I mean?
Do you say Benjamin's not good enough to be in the MLB?
He can totally be in the MLB.
I'm starting to think you don't believe in Benjamin.
With all his training on the MLB.
Why are you breaking
game?
Benjamin, dude?
Anyway, sorry. I will put that in the diary, Jane. Okay. All right, here we go.
If I had to.
This is big news. Big news. Here you go. Get ready for the big news, guys. Assassin's Creed Shadows, the next game in Ubisoft's long-running action-adventure series.
You mean Ghost of Tsushima? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Is scheduled to launch November 15th, just a little over a year after Assassin's Creed Mirage. But I think this is going to be like a full-scale Assassin's Creed game versus Mirage, which was kind of like a bite-sized Assassin's Creed game.
It was like a
throwback.
Yeah, it was a return to fashion.
They said that the map on this one is going to be as big as Assassin's Creed Origins, which I think is the perfect size of map. I think Assassin's Creed Origins was like a big-ass game, and it felt like expansive and large, but it didn't feel like overwhelming like Odyssey, which I did eventually grow to love about Odyssey because there's just a lot to do and it's huge and fun. But it's like when you first start playing Odyssey, it feels like too much. You know what I mean?
All I've got to say about this is Ubisoft better fucking bring it on the map and like the environment and everything.
After
because
Ghost of Tsushima.
If it's not just fucking insanely gorgeous, it is going to get shit on by everybody.
I don't think Assassin's Creed's ever not been gorgeous.
I was about to say, I can tell you right now, it's going to get shit on because it's Assassin's Creed.
I mean, no, it's automatically...
They can make a masterpiece and it's going to get shit on. I think Assassin's Creed Valhalla is one of the best video games of all time, and it gets shit on.
The best of all time?
One of the best of all time. It's an incredible video game. It really is. And people just fucking treat it like it's just some mediocre piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And the reason y'all are acting like this right now is because it's Assassin's Creed.
No, that's not why.
If it was just some random Viking game that was like a fucking 120-hour fucking masterpiece, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking everybody would be freaking out about it. But
I just don't like the feeling of Assassin's Creed games. Like I don't know.
I do.
I've never been into it.
I think it's awesome. I like the ability to go anywhere, scale over anything, climb whatever. There's no stamina bar keeping me from fucking climbing that fucking wall because I'm a badass. You know what I mean? I'm not some little fucking tunic wearing little kid who can't climb a fucking wall for more than 5 seconds.
You leave Link alone. Right? You leave Link out of
my
this.
thing with like the current Assassin's Creed is like growing up with the Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, and even Black Flag got a little bit away from it, but I like the older Assassin's Creed versus.
You leave Black Flag alone. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I
love Black Flag. Don't get me wrong, but like we've gotten so far from Assassin's Creed. Like if like you said, if they called it something else. Like it's
well, this one goes back to the thing. Like they're going back to historical characters.
I'm gonna say something controversial right here. First of all, every Assassin's Creed has historical characters. That's like the common denominator between all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they use that.
I'm gonna say something controversial here. I think Assassin's Creed got significantly better whenever it stepped away from all the fucking like linear stealth and shadow shit. And it's not like you can't be stealthy. Like you have the option to be stealth and shadows if you want, but they just also gave you the option to fucking hack your way in. You know what I mean? Like,
because I watched my brother Tate play out like several hours of Valhalla. He really liked it and playing it through. It's just like. But it's just a good Viking game at that point.
I feel like the thing is, modern day Assassin's Creed games give you more of like a Dishonored approach. You know what I mean? Like you can totally be stealthy if you want to. Like you know what I mean? Like it's just a matter of like most people don't have the patience or the willingness to like do what the game wants you to do to be stealthy. Like you don't want to like some people don't want to climb up on the roof and like drop down on people and like drag them into the grass and shit, but you can do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
but Brent, where's the Creed? Where's the Creed of Assassins?
I can't wait till they put Creed in the soundtrack.
You, like, take the oath to be a fucking assassin.
Like they should have
started the part where they
this.
strap the hidden blade on you. The part where the brothers and the fucking Templars and all the fucking story of Assassin's Creed continues on in front of your eyes. You know
I was waiting when I saw this trailer and it shows Yusuke or whatever his name is, like Papa Yasuke with his fucking like sword. He comes up and you just hello, my friend, we'll meet again. They just go straight into the Creed, dude. Like fuck all the rest of it. Like we need Creed in Assassin's Creed. That'll be the ultimate crossover.
I am kind of confused on the trailer, like how it showed Yasuke destroying the ninja chick's village, but then like 3 seconds later they're working together. Like
I don't know.
I guess you got to play the game to find out.
But did I watch the trailer wrong?
I didn't notice that. So like maybe that didn't.
Because like how the trailer opens up, it's like Yasuke is standing in like this burning down village, and she's across the river or something, just watching her village burn. And then like 5 seconds later in the trailer, they're working together.
Maybe she wasn't watching her village burn. Maybe she was watching a village.
Okay,
burn.
but regardless,
I feel like a common theme of Assassin's Creed games is complicated relationships between protagonists.
And maybe Yasuke sees the errors of his ways.
Yeah,
and like,
I mean, a lot of times you have these like anti-villains or anti-heroes. You know what I mean? Like, and apparently you got these two protagonists. So what they're going for here is probably like an Assassin's Creed 3 type thing, where you got Connor and fucking or not Connor, Edward. What's his name and the Indian dude? Oh gosh,
wasn't it Connor?
No.
Yeah, because Edward Kenway was the pirate.
Edward, you're right.
Connor
was in number 3, and then I can't remember the other guy's name. But you have two protagonists in that game too, which have like starkly opposing stories that collide, and then eventually fucking
they team up.
Yeah. And I think we're gonna get a similar thing going on here in a fun way. Probably.
I hope they make Yasuke just towering over everybody around him, because he was like significantly taller than like he was for like his height and all the Japanese people around him. Like he towered over everybody.
Really?
Also, they need to make like their like
cool.
gameplay like. I guess like different. Like I feel like if you play as the chick, like it should be more stealth based, and then
I think that's
make him more like action.
I think that's exactly what they're gonna go for. Because I mean, Samurai is always like up in your face. I'm gonna fuck you up, and you're gonna know it. And then we have the ninja. Yeah.
I just hope they don't fucking. I don't know, man. I just want a dope open world game.
I don't think it's open world.
I
think
they're
going
about
back.
any of that shit other than the fact that we make a game that's on the same level as Origins or fucking Valhalla or fucking Odyssey. Those are the 3 games that I fucking care about. If it's not on par with any of those 3, then I don't fucking want
I don't think
it.
they
I don't
even
want Mirage. I don't want.
It's not Mirage. I think it's like closer to 2 or 3, like that level of like.
Mirage
freedom.
was fucking like very, very mediocre, dude. And a lot of people are all over it, like, oh, we're back to the roots. Like, did y'all really? Did you?
People loved it.
Did you really? Did you really love it though? Did you really play it? Did these people that are like claiming they loved it actually sit down and fucking play that game through? Because like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just like I've sunk hundreds of hours into the modern Assassin's Creed series, and it's like I just feel like it's a huge step backwards. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think with a map the size of Origins, it's going to be open world.
It is. Yeah. So previously known as Codename Red, Assassin's Creed Shadows is an upcoming game in Ubisoft's open world. No, actually, it doesn't say it's open world. It says in its open world franchise. Set in feudal Japan, Shadows includes 2 playable characters, a ninja assassin specializing in stealth, and a samurai who focuses on power. Literally what we just said. So that is what they're going to do.
Be the best of both worlds.
But
all I care about is the open world and like the side quests and stuff, because what made those games so good was the like just organicness of like the side quests and like the fucking like detail of like, you know, some of the side quests and shit. Like Valhalla had some of the most memorable, fun side quests, and they would just like spring them on you. It wasn't just like you know, a mark on your map. You'd like just be walking, and some dude with an axe in his head would like stumble up to you, like, "Whoa, I got an axe in my head." And
so I did see something saying that Ubisoft wanted to get away from just the million map marker points and whatnot, and have it.
Well, they were working.
More, like,
they were doing
fluid.
that in Valhalla. Like they made efforts to like, you know, lean towards that in Valhalla, and like I thought it was really nice. Like I thought the map looked really like organized and pretty, and like there were map markers, but they were like, you know, important things. You know?
I heard somewhere that they're going to continue that even further with Shadows.
Cool. I like that.
Says while Ubisoft isn't ready to spill the beans yet on the story, it has confirmed that the game has a non-linear campaign focused on eliminating targets. You'll be able to take them out in any order, and the challenge of assassinating them varies from target to target. Some of your marks might be encountered while you're exploring Japan, while others will require you to plan an infiltration mission to take them out from inside their strongholds. Most of the quests can be completed as either Yosuke or Naoi, although both characters will have unique missions. So
it's gonna be kind of hard to be stealthy as Yasuke. Fucking.
So they're kind of doing like a Spider-Man thing where you can like switch between until specific missions where you have to be one or the other for whatever reason. That's pretty fun.
I just hope they make Yasuke a powerhouse.
I'm sure they will. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it is going to be open world. Just based off of the fact that, like what he was saying, it's supposed to be the Origins map size, but in Japan. But it says synchronization points will not reveal icons on your map or have a cool spinning drone shot around you, and instead you'll see points of interest highlighted on your map already. Ubisoft is aiming to create a more organic world to explore with fewer icons on your map, but synchronization locations can still be used as fast travel points. So there won't be like...
That's all I really use them for anyways in the past games. You know what I mean?
So how would you find stuff? I guess you just
explore and just come across it naturally.
Fuck that. No, I'm just kidding. I have to play the game.
Well, see, how Valhalla did it was like... it was kind of like that, but like when you get into like an area of effect type thing, like you'd walk in proximity of somebody and then they'll kind of like...
Talk about a place?
Come up to you. Like, you know what I mean? Or like a cutscene-ish type thing will happen where it's like still in game and like still in engine and like everything, but like the camera will like pan a little bit and like somebody will like stumble up to you like with something going on, like they're drunk and they want your help or something, you know, like it's hard to miss, but like it feels way more like, oh, I found this, as opposed to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I like about Fallout is like you'll just hear random people talking and then a new icon will pop up on your map or whatever. Like you don't have to actually talk to them for it to happen.
You just eavesdrop on their conversation. And that's another thing that's good about Fallout is like there are obscure quests that would be hard to find if you don't like if there wasn't stuff like that. Like there's multiple ways to find specific quests that are like off the beaten path, and like
you might find like a note somewhere or like somebody.
Or you can
just
talk
talking.
to the bartender, like any news on what's going on. He'll be like, I heard so and so at the blah blah blah. You know what I mean? And then it's like
most of the time I'll talk to them like, any news? They're like, no.
Well, Ghost of Tsushima does a good job at that too. Like, it's not just a bunch of map markers. You have to actually go explore.
I like
around.
their wind thing that in the place of like a glowing line on the fucking ground or something,
or like an arrow pointing.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch to where you're not like it makes the UI feel like less cluttered. You know what I mean?
And you'll have different towns where you can go, and like there'll be you're just walking through, and there'll be a person with a little icon above their head.
Oh yeah,
it's not necessarily a map marker, but if you go up and talk to them, they'll be like, oh, this village over here, or they'll tell you a legend, and you go on some fucking quest and stuff. Like,
don't you follow foxes too?
Just to charm, like you follow the foxes to get more charm slots and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then like if you're just out, just randomly wandering, sometimes what'll happen is a freaking bird will just show up, and it'll be like trying to like lead you towards a point of interest.
Yeah.
Just for the more like off the beaten path stuff of like just fox charms, or there's like haiku spots and stuff to get like apparel, bunch of different like little random stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima's.
So apparently 2K Games is teasing that on June 7th they're going to reveal a sequel to one of their big games. So like people are speculating it's either going to be the Bioshock game or Borderlands, like a new Borderlands game. So
well, they have been kind of beating the Borderlands games with a dead horse, but Borderlands 3 came out like a while back now at this point, and when the Borderlands movie's coming out pretty soon, so it would make sense to do Borderlands.
Yeah.
I wish speculation is that it's going to be Borderlands. Yeah. Just with all the media that we're going to be seeing.
It makes sense, but it I would love it to be Bioshock.
Yeah, it could come out of left field.
Ken Levine's new game. I think that's going to be cool. Judas or whatever. I think that's going to be a nice like substitute until we finally do get a new Bioshock. You know what I mean?
It's going to be the Outer Worlds of Bioshock, dude.
Until Arcane starts making good games again. You know what I mean?
Just real quick, I do have an article when I was talking about Ghosts. It was PlayStation's biggest single-player game launch on Steam.
Oh yeah,
wow, nice.
Yeah.
Good
to no surprise. I mean,
they only do better and better every time. Yeah. Every time they put out a PC game, it sells out like their last PC game.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm surprised God of War didn't do better.
It was their first one though, I think, right? The very first God of War was the very first PC game they did.
Yeah.
And it was already 4 years old at that point.
Well, I mean, the first big one, I think they might have did some like Sackboy or some shit like that. Fucking.
Yeah, I think it's just how old it was, and the new one was already like announced and coming out, so I think people were just like not as hype about it, like as they were about the more recent games that were coming.
I'm excited for Until Dawn. Is that out yet on PC? That's I think that's one that I'm really hyped for a lot of PC players to get to play. It's one of my favorite games of all time, dude. Like
I could have sworn.
What?
I could have sworn it was on PC.
No, that never came to PC.
They announced it's coming. But I don't know if it's already out or not.
That was a PS4 exclusive that came out forever ago.
Yeah.
So Activision, let's see. No, Toys for Bob updated their website with a simple purple tiki mask, sparking speculation over their next project.
Crash?
That's what most people, but it's purple instead of normal. So people are like, is it going to be like a Crash Spyro crossover like game, or is it going to be something like? Is
Do
it
they
just
exist in the same universe?
No, but it's made. But they did the remaster trilogy of Spyro, and they did the remaster of the Crash games. So
that would be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, like. Honestly, I wish they would do something different, like just go completely like with a different like
original
start
IP.
A new platformer. Yeah. I wouldn't mind like an old school platformer that's like Yooka-Laylee but actually good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the concept there. I liked Yooka-Laylee's spirit, but just the game was kind of like boring.
Yeah, and the characters are kind of ass.
Yeah, you need something with a little more personality to it.
I think they thought of Yooka-Laylee and they were like, oh, dude, that's it. That's the one. Like, I feel like they went with the first like funny pun that they came up with, and they're like, we're gonna build a whole game and characters around this.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no, dude, like just because it was Banjo-Kazooie, like try something different. Like go, like spread your wings.
It's 2024, make it culturally relevant. You know what I mean? Like,
don't do that. Don't make it culturally relevant.
No, dude, that's exactly what we need. We need a fucking modern day Conker's Bad Fur Day that comes and just fucking holds a mirror up to the fucking world and then gives us a dumb platformer to do it with. You know what I mean? Like,
that would be dope. would be crazy. Nobody's gonna touch fucking Conker's Bad Fur Day
No, that's why
with
it
a
needs
10-foot pole.
That's
at
why it
this
needs
point.
to be its own original IP.
Yeah.
You know, something silly and fun, but like, you know,
We just need Microsoft to hire Chris Seaver to do Conker's Bad Fur Day 2 as an exclusive to Xbox, like and PC, and
that
just
would be
like,
badass.
dude, it's just that'd be a dream for me. But anyways, we got the PlayStation Plus game catalog. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I don't know. I saw he put his phone down, so I'm just like,
I ran out of news.
Okay,
yeah.
no, I've got several others, but
okay, go ahead. No,
No, go ahead, Jamel. Just
You, look, dude, I just worked so hard over here. No,
See, we tried to shut him down, and this is what we
look what you did to me. Right, go ahead.
So back keeping with the Ubisoft stuff, they canceled their free-to-play Division game. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, not
I didn't even
surprising.
know they were making a Division game.
Yeah, it was going to be
Apparently
a free-to-play.
they're still
like,
making a
live
Division game, but just not the free-to-play
Oh,
one.
okay, so-
Like, they're making Division 3, but not the one that was going to be like a live service.
So we're doing a pay-to-play one.
I think so, yeah.
Okie doke.
That's what I read anyways.
It said, Ubisoft said, after careful consideration, we have made the tough call to halt development on Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland. Effective immediately. Our priority is now the support of the talented team members at our Red Storm Entertainment Studio, who will be transitioning to new projects within our company, including X-Defiant and Rainbow Six.
Never mind. Yeah, that's also like they've basically canceled every game they announced at this point. Like they stopped the what was it, the Splinter Cell game? They canceled the
Yeah.
I hope that this is them realizing, hey,
all we need is Assassin's Creed, dude.
no, fuck that. I hope they make some more fucking single player games. Like, I hope they do Splinter Cell. Like, I know they're not gonna do it, but like, we need something like Splinter Cell. You know, something that's like.
I think they
Dope
have a
as
nice
fuck.
little pocket with the Rainbow Six game and the fucking
They need-
X-Defiant.
But Rainbow Six is done. Like, all they gotta do is keep adding contractors to it and shit. Like, it's a
Dude,
done deal.
they're
you know?
drawing that shit out, though, man.
So-
They-
People are still playing it. It's still one of
Playing
the
the shit out
hottest
of it.
competitive games
Yeah.
right now. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You
I mean,
know what I mean?
it could use a graphical update, though. Like, I mean,
they've been updating it.
well,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
no, that is true. They did give it a big graphical update.
Yeah. It's just the same game, but it looks better.
And with more operators and shit that do all kinds
Yeah.
of. They're getting
I mean, but would
crazy
you
with the
really
operator
rather them
abilities.
like reskin it and sell it to you again as Rainbow Six
No.
Siege 2? You know
No,
what
no,
I mean?
but,
I think
like,
they're
just
just
make a
being
new
honest
game.
as a developer here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I think it's just time for a new Rainbow Six. Like, make something different.
I think it'd be cool to have a new story Rainbow Six and keep Rainbow Six Siege alive as like the fucking multiplayer.
It's so crazy
You
to me
know?
because Rainbow Six used to be like this, like literally was like this, like hyper, like military sim level, like
Story shooter almost.
story shooter. Like,
Yeah.
dude, the one
Rainbow
on
Six Vegas was cool, dude. Where
Hell
you're like,
yeah.
yeah. The original Rainbow Six, like those were the first games where it's like you get shot once and you just
Yeah,
drop dead.
I was just
Well,
about
it
to
was
say.
also cool because it was like, you know, PVE, like team-based multiplayer.
you had a
so, like, you and
squad.
your friend could like go in and be all tactical together, like
Yeah, clear out a
rooms
whole
and
building
shit.
and
yeah,
shit, yeah.
Like,
And they just like Call of Duty fight it.
When
Like,
it was like, wait a minute, like you mean to tell me
I don't
I
feel
can
like
get
they
shot
Call of
once
Duty
and
fight
die?
it. Like, it's still pretty fucking like, you know. You're squishy, dog. You're not just like taking a bunch of shots.
No,
you
you had to
know
be.
what I mean?
You had to be a lot more.
You gotta be
even
a lot
in-
more
Even in Rainbow Six
tactical, but-
Siege, you have to be.
I
very
don't know
tactical.
if in Call of Duty you can just like literally like shoot a hole in the wall and then like shoot somebody through the hole in the wall. You know?
no,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no.
Like,
When I say Call of Duty fight, I just mean like
you
online.
C4 your way through the ceiling and like fucking. You know what I mean?
What do you
Like,
mean?
I just
Janelle?
mean online multiplayer. Like we're hyper focused on you go in, you fight, you die, you restart. You go in, you fight, you die,
Oh
you
yeah,
restart.
I
Like,
see what you mean. I mean, you know,
Is
the
it-
team-based multiplayer structure is what keeps it viable for so
Yeah.
long. You know what I mean? Like,
they're like, we don't
Isn't-
need a story. All we
isn't there-
need is this.
Yeah, they've tried to do some PVE modes.
I think
for
they should
Siege.
do what I think they should Call of Duty-ify it more and have the PvP mode, you know, but also have the story mode that they release all the time. You know
Yeah,
what
that's
I
what I'm
mean?
saying. It's just missing
Like,
the campaign.
Step
There's no
into
campaign.
it further. Yeah, let's get that campaign going. That'd be tight.
Yeah.
Rainbow Six Vegas 3, dude. I'd be fucking all about that, dude. Imagine
I'd
with like
fuck with it.
modern hardware, all the wetness of like the fucking like streets of Vegas for no reason at all. We just make it wet as fuck. You know what I mean? Like lights reflecting off the streets. It'd be tight.
It's so wet in here. So apparently, what's it called? GTA 6 is supposed to come out in fall of 2025.
Yep.
So we got like a release window on that.
Oh, man.
I'll be playing that in 2027 when the PC port gets made.
Yeah, we'll go back into the cryo chamber for a little bit.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we all survive till then, we should all play. You know, we should all play. But
well, I guess my brother does have a Series X now, so I'll just fucking buy it on his Series X.
It'll be the last thing that comes out on the fucking Series X console before it fucking becomes obsolete. Like they're gonna do exactly what they did with 5. And 5 was like one of the last things I got on my 360 before fucking it turned into the Xbox One. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what they just recently announced as well in the news, is that all of the consoles have reached their peak and are now in a decline, like on sales. So like year after year, as of like the year before last year, all PS5 and Xbox sales have been down for the year over year.
That makes sense. I mean, they're readily available finally, so everybody who wanted one went and got one, you know?
Yeah, but it's bad though because we're at like 50% of what the last consoles ever sold, and Xbox is even worse.
Well, next time we release a bunch of fucking consoles, let's make sure we have some microchips, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not have COVID.
That's probably why Switch is fucking waiting forever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, Switch is like one of the best-selling consoles of all time.
Yeah, because you could get a Switch the whole fucking time.
Yeah, dude.
You know
They never.
You never were out of Switches. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, like, dude, Nintendo's just over there rolling in their fucking money. Like people are always like, "Oh, Switch doesn't have any games." And like, fucking Nintendo's like wiping up their tears with money, dude. They're just like, "Oh no."
Switch is also the only portable console for a long time. Like until the fucking like Steam Deck came out, like there was no other like handheld fucking option aside from like a gaming laptop or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
no, yeah, that's true. And they're always so smart to not try and live in the same lane as Xbox and PlayStation. They're just like, we know we can't do that.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do our own thing, and they always win.
It fucking works.
And you know what? You know why it is though? I think because Nintendo, the secret to Nintendo's longevity and success is that they focus on the fun. You know? They make games that are focused on being fun, and I think there's a lot to that because people play video games to have fun. You know,
not Jamel.
Nope.
He plays Warzone and he's just angry all the time.
Yeah. I play for pain. No, like, but I play Nintendo. That's the only thing I play besides Warzone is like Nintendo games. Yeah. You know, so it's like. Nintendo is fun as fuck. Like everything they put out, any AAA title that they put out, any first party title they put out is gonna be at least a 9 out of 10. Like that's just how it goes.
Yeah,
dude.
They don't sign off on bullshit.
No, and they got Shigeru Miyamoto like a fucking hamster on a little fucking wheel just spinning, like and until he dies. Like they're like, you're not leaving this office, you know. But. Anyways, Nintendo has added 3 new Game Boy games to the Nintendo Switch Online library of titles. So,
oh my goodness,
they added Super Mario Land, Alleyway, and Baseball. But Super Mario Land's a dope game. So if you, you know, that's the
Game Boy one, yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
There's so many little secret breaks in that game and shit. Like,
oh, dude, I love that game. I spent so much time. I've never beat it, but I got to the airplane level.
Yeah, man, me too. I would get to the
submarine. It was the submarine level, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
You were in a vehicle. That's the one that I could never beat for whatever.
I think
reason.
It was an airplane. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you die, and it was a roguelike.
Yeah. You die, you start over all the way.
All the way. Like, you could get, fucking 9 levels in, you die, it's over. It's fucking bullshit.
It was ruthless, bro.
Oof.
Yeah.
But there were secrets. You'd learn things about each level, like little hidden details, and you could, like, warp pipe and shit. There were, like, all kinds of stuff.
But now that it's on the Switch, you can pause it, you know? So, like, or not pause it, you can save state. So, like, just fucking, I'm going to beat it now just because I can do that. Just for young Jamel, just, like, so I can.
Do this for him,
yeah. He's be like, "Well, you beat it." Anyways, go ahead.
Oh, so we were talking about the college football 25. It's got a release date of July 19th, 2025. So
nice.
Pretty close.
Nice.
Oh, and I looked it up too on the law change. In 2021, they changed the law to allow college athletes to get paid through endorsements.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, we got the Xbox Game Pass May 2024 Wave 2 lineup in full.
Okay.
So we got Chants of Sonar. Never
Whack.
fucking heard of that. It's coming to cloud, console, and PC.
Whack.
Or it's already out May 15th. And then EA Sports NHL 24.
Oh,
It's
that's
an
a good
NHL
one.
game.
No, that's good. Yeah.
It's on cloud. It's on cloud, so like you could play it on your PC.
I've been thinking, honestly, you need more sports games on fucking throw the fighting game on there.
But this will make it the first NHL game on PC, right? Like you can play it on cloud.
Well, it's not technically on PC.
No, but I mean, like, you could play it from your PC. Like,
yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Is like, because you can't go download it.
In the same respect, you could play an emulated version of a.
But not a 2024 one. Like, not a modern day. And this is EA Sports NHL.
That's true, yeah.
This is like the first time you.
Yeah, because there's no MLB games and there's no NHL games that have ever hit PC.
There's no UFC games on PC either.
Yeah, what the fuck is?
It's EA. The EA knows where their money's at.
Fuck you, EA.
And you know what? While we're at it, let's get a fucking Fight Night game going again. You know what I mean? That's what I want.
Dude, the old Fight Night game on 360 looked great.
That game was so fun. Fight Night Champions.
Nah, dude, we just need Ready to Rumble boxing. Let's get real.
Yeah,
no,
honestly.
Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Like,
yeah, dude, virtual. Or the Fight Club game, dude.
The Fight Club game was the shit back in the day.
Or Def Jam. Where's our Def Jams, dude?
Dude, yeah, the Def Jam was the shit.
We could have so many modern rappers. We did a whole episode about like which rappers we would bring in.
Fucking, you know how many people would be having the Drake and Kendrick fucking.
Oh my god, dude!
Dude, yeah,
they got to make them lifelike though, where Kendrick is only 5'5".
I was say, isn't Kendrick a small?
I think it'd be great to
let like Kevin Hart
get the like EA Sports UFC guys and let them make a fucking like super detailed fucking fight. Def Jam game. You know what I mean?
I don't know if they'd be able to do it though, because you got to keep it arcadey. You know, like it's got to be a fun, like wacky time.
That's why you just take the bonework of the UFC game and then you just put like fucking NFL Blitz shit all over it. Like you make their heads fucking burst into flames whenever they do something cool. You know what I mean? Like.
Or spit literal bars.
Yeah, you got to be able to slam people's heads in the cars and like all that stuff.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It'll be good.
I hope they do that.
Make it too realistic. Kendrick's always just gonna get his ass whooped.
Yeah, you got to make it where Drake just always loses, apparently. But Immortals of Avium is coming to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S on May 16th, so that's already out. Then we got Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 coming out. As
he's 5'5".
Benjamin said, yeah, he's real short, but Benjamin said that it was coming out at 3 a.m. So to Game Pass. So and then
Let's go.
Galacticare is coming to cloud, PC, Xbox Series X and S on May 23rd. Haunty, I don't know what that means, but cloud, console, and PC, May 23rd. Moving Out 2. It's coming to cloud, console, and PC. Apparently, a lot of people like this game.
People like Moving Out, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's coming May 28th.
It's supposed to be real chill.
Real chill. Then Humanity coming to cloud, console, and PC on May 30th.
Humanity was a PlayStation thing for a while, so that's cool.
And this is a big one right here. Lords of the Fallen.
Xbox loves to like suck up those games that were like PlayStation like exclusive for like timed exclusives and be like, oh, now it's on Game Pass, bitch.
Well, the other thing about that, actually, last week's news I forgot to mention. This past month, two of the top three selling games on PlayStation were Xbox games.
Which ones?
The pirate game, Sea of Thieves, and what was the other one? The other one that went from Xbox over there, was it what is that game called? The one where you're tiny.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What I'm talking about.
Grounded.
Grounded. I think Grounded was the other one.
That makes sense.
But they're both literally the top selling games. So I think Xbox is like, all right, we're fucking putting all of our shit on PlayStation now, because there's probably so much money they made right there.
Yeah, it makes sense. Those games are good ones to give off to PlayStation too. Honestly,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
But Lords of the Fallen is coming May 30th to cloud, PC, and Xbox Series X and S. This is a Dark Souls like. Bunch of people liked it. Spent $70 on it.
You like flip between two different it's like the upside down type shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Very cool. And then Firework is coming to PC on June 4th, and then Rolling Hills is coming to cloud, console, and PC on June 4th. So there's like 2 or 3 good ones, and then the rest are just cannon fodder.
It's not the worst lineup I've ever heard.
No.
The next this was part of the news, but I didn't see it. The Return to Silent Hills got its first look at Pyramid Head.
Oh, cool.
His head is very triangular.
Yeah. It's quite the pyramid.
I don't have like the stats for it or anything, but PlayStation got some decent games on their little service too pretty recently. Like they got like Dave the Diver on there and
on the top tier, by the way. Just so you know, don't just go grab like you have to pay for like the top one to get Dave the Diver.
No, you don't have to pay for the top.
That's what I looked it up.
No.
Yes.
No. There's 3 tiers.
It's on the top.
No, it's the middle tier.
Hold
the
up.
top tier only gets you access to streaming games and fucking classic retro games. To get access to the normal like catalog of games, that's only the second to top tier.
Hold on. PlayStation Plus. Dave the Diver. Let's see. Because literally I was just reading about this. Hold on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know how their tiers work, but everybody was saying like they were like, make sure that you know, like if you're thinking you're going to play it, you got to make sure you have the top one.
I don't know. I mean, it was listed on all the normal, with all the other normal games that you can play with the second tier.
Let me see. But anyways, while I'm looking this up, apparently PlayStation announced their new CEO after Jim Ryan, and it's going to be a Japanese CEO, which is interesting that they went from, back to like bringing it back to Japan, like for their CEO. I think that's a good choice, though.
Yeah, for sure. Get the, the origins back.
It's gonna be Jin Sakai.
Tier.
Yeah.
Okay, so PS Plus Extra subscribers are able to play Dave the Diver.
Yeah.
So that's the top one.
No. Hang on. Let me break down the tier system for you real quick. Plus. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's PlayStation Plus Essential, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the core benefits, lets you play online. It's $9.99 a month, okay?
Okay.
Then there's PlayStation Plus Extra, which gets you all the benefits of the Essential plan, as well as access to the game catalog featuring hundreds of games to download and explore, including Dave the Diver. Then you have PlayStation Plus Premium. Enjoy all the core PlayStation Plus benefits, hundreds of games in the game catalog, and premium benefits like game trials, cloud streaming, and the classics catalog.
Okay, so it's on the mid-tier.
So it's on the mid-tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then what was everybody complaining about that?
People are whiny little bitches, man. Everything's on the mid-tier. If you're complaining about that, that doesn't even make sense. Like,
you don't have it.
Literally every other game is on the mid-tier. Except for there's like 100 games they gave you at launch that you can play with Essential. So like Fallout 4 and like a handful of other really good games like are available to play, but those are outliers. Like that was just like an incentive to get people to buy the fucking PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Like you can't even claim those anymore, I don't think.
Damn. Well, yeah, so just so we can get on this, effective June 1st, 2024, Hideki Nishino will be CEO of Sony Entertainment's Platform Business Group, and Herman Hulst will be CEO of Sony Studio Business Group. As revealed in a press release today, Hiroki Totoki had been serving as interim CEO
I just love that.
in the wake of Brian's retirement, and he will serve as the chairman of Sony Entertainment in addition to his role as president, COO, and CFO of Sony Group Corporation. Both Hulst and Nishino will report to Totoki. Okay, so
God, I love that guy's name, dude.
Yeah, Hiroshi Totoki, dude.
It's like one of those names you almost have to say the full name because it's just so great. You know what I mean?
Like in college, like he would always have like 2 blunts, and they just be like, "It's me, it's Hiroshi Totoki, dude."
Not in Japan. Not in Japan.
No, he'd go to prison for life.
Dude, they don't.
He was actually a hardcore Yakuza member.
Totoki, dude.
My last one here real quick.
Okay.
Nearly 1/3 of gamers only play mobile games.
Damn.
Which I thought was a pretty significant stat.
That's a huge group.
I wouldn't have thought that many.
That
But
makes
are we-
sense. I
that's
mean,
like grandmas and
that's like
everybody.
my mom. Yeah, like a bunch of people. I mean, my mom plays hella games, but she only plays like mobile games. You know what I mean?
So
She used to play the DS and stuff, but I guess like she doesn't need that anymore. You
No,
know,
yeah,
it's like
she's
it's
not
all
a
on the
console
phone.
stat.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So the ESA has released its annual Essential Facts Report in a partnership with YouGov, which conducted a survey of 5,000 total respondents in the U.S. in 2023. What? 5,000?
You know, honestly, that's the problem, though.
These
That's
are
the
such
reason why
poll-
modern
like
video
small
games are
polls.
coming out as like these trashy live service bullshit, is because they're looking at these analytics and including fucking the mobile
gamers.
games, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, these mobile games are doing great on this live service fucking, you know, mechanic. Let's
Yeah.
fucking move all our like AAA fucking games over too. You know, it's like,
Well, and it's another thing. Like, how can they state that when the survey pool was so small? Considering like how many gamers there are, like that.
yeah.
I don't buy that statistic at all after reading into it.
I mean, let's look at revenue generate. I mean, you know what I mean? That's what I want to know. Like, who's making more money? Is it the mobile game? You know, I bet those.
Some of those mobile
money,
games,
bro.
Yeah.
Dude, they got like all these mobile games. They hope for just like a couple of those whales who come on there and they just like drop thousands and thousands of dollars. Like,
Send soldiers to so and so's fucking village. Or
I know my
whatever the
mom
fuck.
definitely drops $1 here and there on the fucking game, and probably more than that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's just how it goes. They're making money, dude.
they are making money.
That's
Those bastards. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so we're gonna go into upcoming games where I'm gonna let you guys know
Shit.
the hottest games coming out this
So
week.
hot.
So hot. Okay.
We already know one of them.
Yeah, we got Hellblade.
Senua, Soulblade.
Then Soulblade. No, yeah. Hellblade's coming to Series X and S and PC. And then we got System Shock. I guess it's like a reboot or like a remaster thing. It's coming to Series X and S, Xbox One, PS4, PS5.
So System Shock Remake actually came to PC like last year or the year before, and it was pretty well received. But this is probably just the console version of it coming out.
Okay.
That's my guess there.
Yeah, and it actually says it's coming the 21st, so tomorrow.
Cool.
And then Tom Clancy's X Defiant comes out to PC, Xbox Series S and X, and PlayStation 5 on the 21st as well. And then we got, let's see what else. Anything else look interesting? Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is coming to Switch on the 23rd.
Nice. That's a remake of
The GameCube one?
GameCube.
No, that's the.
Is it Wii?
I think it's Wii.
Yeah.
That sounds like the Wii one. I can't remember at this point. But and then let's see, we got anything else? The Rogue Prince of Persia. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's that runner one.
I think it's like a roguelite Prince of Persia. It's like Dead Cells and Prince of Persia mixed into one game. Which
It's made by the same people that made Dead Cells. That's what it is.
It looks pretty cool, actually. Like,
yeah, the art style is kind of weird to me, but like the game looks dope.
yeah.
But that's coming May 27th, and that's it. That's all we got for this week.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, so
Pretty
Brent,
neat.
take us to Chat GP trivia, please.
Ah, yes.
Please.
The Chat GP trivia.
Please take us there.
Oh, yeah.
Help us, AI.
All right. What should we ask the computer overlords today?
How soon before you take over? No.
Let's see.
We could
Let's think
do.
about it.
Let's do biology, dude. Let's just get real. Let's just get
All right.
a biology
Oh
question.
boy.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
This is gonna get deep off into like cells and shit. Watch.
Oh yeah, what's the powerhouse? of
Honestly,
the
this
cell?
is good because I
The
feel like
midichlorian?
we usually outsmart it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, make sure you tell it to not give you the answers. That way we can you can be tested. as well.
I think
Midichlorians
it
are the
usually
powerhouse of the
doesn't.
cell.
Give me
Okay.
the answers. Let's see. Ask me 10 trivia questions about biology.
Yeah.
All right, get ready, guys.
Oh,
Get-
I'm ready.
Get ready.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna. You got like a way to record our answers?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So question number 1. What is the powerhouse of the cell?
I literally. It's the midichlorians,
midichlorians,
dude.
yeah.
The mitochondria.
Mitochondria,
Mitochondria.
yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I knew it. How did I know? I'm smarter than the AI, dude.
It's the adrenochrome, bro.
Dude.
All
Where you get?
All right, you
There's
ready?
gonna be a bunch of cellular questions.
Question number 2.
Oh,
Which blood type is known as the universal donor?
A?
Oh,
No, O negative.
O
Yeah,
negative.
That's what you're right.
Is it O negative?
Yeah, I think.
fairly certain.
I'm just gonna say
I know it's O. I'm positive
It's
that it's
something
O.
O, yeah.
I think it's O negative.
It's either O negative or A for some reason. Like, and my brain immediately went to A, but as soon as you said O, I was like, oh no, you're right. So, but my gut.
I'm
went
gonna
to,
say B positive.
No, it's
because
no.
I'm B
Well,
positive.
you be negative.
Sorry, sir, you're B negative. But
You're gonna die because we can't find a donor.
All right,
Yeah.
mark that down. I'm saying,
I don't even know what my blood type is. How do you find that out?
Yeah, me
Mine's
either.
A something. I know I have like
A minor.
I can
No,
never. Oh man.
Oh jeez.
Devin
But
was
no.
arrested.
I couldn't give plasma though because my platelets are way too thick.
Damn.
Yep.
I don't know anything about my blood. I'm curious. You know.
I kind of want to know too, because then I would know, like, you know, whether I'd be an enhancer or a manipulator or,
Burden.
like, whatever,
Yeah.
or an emitter, dude.
All right. Question number 3.
Okay.
What is the name of the process by which plants prepare their food using sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water?
Digestion.
Photosynthesis.
That's
Yeah,
easy.
that's it for sure. Okay, so photosynthesis, locking it in. Question number 4. In humans, in humans, which organ is responsible for filtering and purifying blood?
Oh.
No.
Now this is my thing. My instinct
That's a weird
thought wants to be
question.
heart,
No,
you
it's
know,
not.
because it's like, you know,
No.
doesn't it pump your blood?
It
and
only pumps your
but
blood.
it doesn't filter it.
the
So it's
liver.
it's the liver.
No, it's not the
Your
liver.
blood goes through the liver.
That's
But that makes
your liver's not.
no. It makes sense.
It's
Is
the liver. The liver is involved.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
All right.
responsible for removing toxins from the body.
See, this is why these are good
Yeah,
questions.
but
you know
through
what I mean?
Okay,
blood?
I'm going with liver. Y'all go with what you want.
All right, I'm gonna go with adrenochrome. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna also go with liver.
Yeah, I guess
because
liver.
that's-
The only
I trust
other-
him.
only
He
other
seems
one-
so confident.
The only other one would be like
Kidneys.
kidneys. Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
kidneys,
yeah.
they just
That's like
cleanse
your-
out your piss, right?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Well, now y'all got me. It's liver kidneys.
No, it's definitely liver. Hold up, I'm with because when you eat
liver failure. You
when
go into jaundice and your body like dies from toxins.
When liver has that like metallic-y taste, like it's been like just filtering your blood.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
feel
You know what I
it's-
mean? Like
The answer is liver.
Well, I mean, when's the last time you ate kidneys, though?
I don't know, not recently,
Kidney
but I've
beans?
eaten.
No.
Wait,
That's
no,
what I was
no.
saying. Like, I mean, what if it tastes even more metallic-y like blood?
But that is a thing of like not eating
Yeah.
liver because it's literally the body's filter. Like
Yeah, for sure. But people eat it.
I know, but there's a lot of people who argue against eating liver because of that.
But why
Like,
don't
why
we
would you
kidneys?
eat the Why would you eat the waste organ of the
Where are
body?
the kidneys? No, I'm just kidding. I think it's obviously liver. You're right. But for some reason, my brain goes to kidneys because it's
My
also
secondary doubting myself. I go to kidneys, but I'm
I'm going liver.
90%.
I think
It's
your
liver,
first
yeah.
instincts seem right. All right,
a filter. Yeah.
moving on. Number 5. What is the largest organ in the human body?
Skin.
Skin,
The skin? Does
Yeah.
that count as an organ?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
the integumentary system.
I'm gonna say the intestine.
It's the skin. Like 100%. It's the skin.
Okay.
The
well,
endo. What is it? The
integumentary.
Yeah, or the but what is it called? What people are always like,
The
oh, your
epidermis?
epidermis is showing. Yeah.
I'm still gonna say the intestine because you're supposed to be able to unravel your intestine to like the moon or some shit. It's fucking like really long.
No, that's your nerves. If you're to line all your like,
I'm still
nerves-
going with intestine.
All right, Brent's got intestine.
All right.
No, your intestine, your small intestine is like 26 yards or some shit.
It's like 2 stories
Pretty
high.
big.
But if you took your
Pretty
skin
big.
off and you stretch eat it, no, I'm just kidding. If you got like one of those rollers and you like
Would it
roll
weigh more than your like brain or something if it was like
What?
sitting in a pile?
What?
your
like all
skin?
your skin?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
dude.
absolutely.
Okay.
Are we talking about
your
what weighs
brain's
the most or
only,
is the
like-
biggest? We're just talking about the
It just
biggest.
says the largest organ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the skin.
Skin.
Okay.
All right, but anyways, let him go with the kidneys because I'm not kidneys. What did he say? He said the
intestine.
intestine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with that just for a little.
I've heard that like if you take your intestines out, you could like wrap it around the entire planet like 4 times.
Or was it the?
Can you, if you could read the moon with your
No,
Look,
it's.
I don't.
you like some dude gets like they like slit his stomach, like it just fucking shoots
My
out.
point isn't that you can go to the moon. I just know your intestines are supposed to be really long.
Yeah, no,
you
I know,
what I'm
but
saying?
it's still fucking
like
funny
way
to think
longer
about.
than you would think.
'Cause I just
There's
like-
some metric that
Yeah.
like you're supposed to be able
The
to.
small
But-
intestine's like 26 yards or something like that.
Yeah,
That's a lot of yards.
it's a lot of yards.
It's a good thing I don't, speak in that. I only know the American way. We don't talk about yards over here, okay? We talk about miles. That's
What?
it. That's
Yards-
it. That's the only thing I know is miles.
Yards is American.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. All I know is miles.
You're
miles.
talking about meters versus.
No, I'm talking about miles.
Yeah,
That's all
okay.
I know.
Yards is a strictly American.
Look, if
unit.
it's less than a mile, it doesn't exist to me. Yeah.
Anyway.
There's too
Yards
many.
is like the American version of meters,
Yeah.
bro.
No, I know. I'm making a joke here that like I don't know because
No,
there's too many
Jamel,
numbers.
Jamel, what you're not
I know
understanding
that it's
is-
3 feet in a yard. God damn it! I know it's a joke.
No, but you're just not getting it.
But look-
though.
It's the joke that I'm dumb. Like
No,
that was the joke.
I know. Our joke is that we're
You're like, no,
continuing
no.
to pester you about the joke that you obviously get.
God damn it.
What's the
All right.
What's the next question?
All right, this one's a good one. I didn't even read the question yet. I just said that. Out
It's
loud.
always a good one.
All right. DNA stands for deoxygrib. Oh my God.
Wait, is it giving you the answer?
Deoxynucleic acid.
No. Yeah, there you go. Say it again.
Deoxynucleic acid.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's better than I would have said it. What does RNA stand for?
Ribonucleic acid.
Probably. Yeah, that sounds right. It sounds like miles,
I think
dude.
It's something like that, right? Ribonucleic.
It's
Or-
definitely got a B in there because now that you say it, it's like yeah.
It's like ribo, I think.
I'm gonna go with red ninja ass.
What if he was right? Okay, ribonucleic acid,
I think.
or it's
or red ninja ass.
or red ninja acid or ass,
Ass.
just ass.
Just ass.
Okay, I
People
like that.
listening to this are gonna think we didn't complete fucking elementary.
No, I think most people don't know these answers. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most people probably like quit listening the moment we started the biology question. All right.
There's a reason why that "Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader" show exists.
Yeah,
You
people
know what I
don't
mean?
keep this stuff in their
Dude,
head. Mitochondria,
that
everybody
show-
knows that.
That show pissed me off when I was younger. I was like, these questions are so fucking easy. Like, I need
Because
to
you
get
were
on
a
this
fifth
show.
grader.
Yeah, you were
studying
used
that
to
shit
it. Yeah,
actively. You know what I mean? If you're an adult,
you don't think about that shit. And also back then, Google wasn't as prevalent, so you weren't just Googling shit and knowing things and like seeing memes and trivia constantly on Facebook feeds and stuff. Back then, the moment you hit like 18, you never thought
just
about this
forgot
shit
everything,
again.
yeah.
You never went up to your friends and you're like, "Hey, dude, what's the powerhouse of the sale?"
I don't know, guys. I remember a lot of this stuff without Googling it.
I remember like PEMDAS.
No, you're not Googling it right now, but it still pops up in your fucking feeds. Like people joke about this shit. People make memes
I
about
don't see
shit.
basic biology coming up in my feed.
Look,
Oh, I
you,
do.
you seem to remember a lot more about school than most people, I think.
Definitely.
That's Jamel's point.
Yeah.
It's the tism.
All right. Here's a good one.
Got it.
I'm going
Okay.
to say that every time now.
Okay.
What is the term used for the study of fungi?
Wombology, dude. No,
No,
I'm just kidding. I don't know. The study of fungi.
Oh, I know what it is.
What?
I'm gonna write down my answer myself. Y'all figure it out.
All right. I'm just going to say herbology.
No, it's not herbology. That's plants.
What is it?
Mycology.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Mycology, like MICK.
MICOLOGY.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me think of the,
Mitochondriology.
No, it's
Makes me think of the mushroom people you meet in fucking Baldur's Gate 3, the mitochondriids or whatever. They're like this race of like these mushroom folks that are like,
Okay.
yeah.
I like
yeah,
that.
it's without a doubt mycology though.
Yeah.
Okay. All
All
right.
right, yeah, moving on.
I'm gonna just keep saying okay.
All right, question number 8. Which hormone?
Well, that's why I wanted to see what y'all's guesses are.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah, we don't know these things.
I don't
You're
fuck
the
around
biology
with
major
illegal studies, okay? I ain't studying mushrooms out
Hey,
here.
calm down, man. Fucking ain't nobody doing nothing
Old
illegal.
I know-
Professor mushrooms over here.
May not. But.
Which hormone is I can't.
Sorry, which hormone is primordially? You just start like Canadian for
I
a
can't
second.
fucking talk right now.
I'm sorry about that.
Which hormone is primarily responsible for regulating blood sugar levels? You should know this.
I'm about to say
Insulin.
we just look at
Is
we're
it
looking-
insulin? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
we immediately look at the diabetic.
I just don't know. I'm just like, fuck.
All right. Yeah. Number 9. In which part of the plant does photosynthesis primarily take place?
Oh, that's in the leaves, right?
No,
What's
it's
the
specifically chloroplast,
Yeah, it's like the green shit.
Oh,
It's
okay.
all the green shit.
right? Chloroplast.
I would have just said the leaves too, honestly. I don't
Chlorophyll.
know.
Chlorophyll.
It's chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll,
Yeah, chlor and then a P and something.
It's chlorophyll.
Yeah.
I know it's the green shit. That's all. That's what all the green shit is
Yes.
chlorophyll.
That's what gives it its green color.
I don't know. I said the leaf because my brain was like green.
All right. Last question.
What if the answer is just the leaf?
What are the building blocks of proteins called?
Amino acids.
There you go, guys. Look at you, little trainer, like physical trainer and just biology
Working out guy.
expert over here.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Way
yeah.
to go, y'all. I didn't do shit. I don't know shit about biology.
Well, let's roll.
Yeah, you got to give us the answers.
Oh, yeah. I thought we just assumed we got them all right. Hold on. All right, get ready.
Those BC.
The only one I'm not sure about is the RNA.
I think no, you're right on that one. I'm pretty sure.
Fairly certain.
It's definitely there's a B in it, and it's rye something.
ribonucleic acid.
I just don't know if it's exactly
Actually,
that.
Real ninja ass, bro. Or red ninja ass.
Real ninja. I like that one better.
All right, here you go. Powerhouse of the cell is the mitochondrion.
Damn it! I said midichlorians.
Close enough.
Did you say mitochondrion or mitochondria?
Mitochondrion.
It's that's singular mitochondria.
Oh, okay. There's like more mitochondria.
Blood type is O negative.
Yeah.
And
Good
let's
job,
see.
Devin.
The process photosynthesis. Let's see. Organ in humans responsible for filtering and purifying blood is the kidney.
I knew
we
it.
Were,
Fuck,
we
fucking
were
knew it.
wrong.
Damn it!
God damn it.
Oh, man.
And I followed you off the cliff edge.
You were very convincing. But that's okay.
Because I was like,
liver also
we don't
has
ever
a-
eat kidneys. Like, why don't we eat the kidneys, but we'll eat the liver if it filters out the fucking blood? It doesn't make sense.
Liver also has to do with toxins too, though.
I don't know what the liver does.
God damn it!
It lets you live.
All right. Well,
It's
all
the
I know
liver.
is that the answer to number 4, according to ChatGPT, was kidney.
Dude, okay, it says the liver regulates most chemical levels in the blood and excretes a product called bile.
Ask what the kidneys do. Actually, just type in what organ filters out the blood, because that's what it asks, right?
They both technically do.
Yeah, it asked filtering.
It says
and
yeah,
purifying
it says
blood.
filters that removes waste product from the blood, but filtering the blood and creating bile. Bile is a waste, so neither are technically wrong. Kidney is more specific.
Look, ChatGPT says the answer is kidney.
The AI says kidneys. Yeah.
We're going with kidney. Okay. Number
We all
5
failed.
was skin. You guys were right about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there you go. You can be happy.
No, I'm mad about it.
RNA was ribonucleic acid.
Yeah, baby, got it. Ooh.
Really thought I had that one. The study of fungi is known as mycology.
Okay.
Hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar is insulin. Photosynthesis primarily takes place in the chloroplasts of the
Oh, you were
plant.
right. I thought it was chlorophyll.
Huh? And I followed you off that clip.
Hey, we killed each other today.
And number 10, the building blocks of proteins are called real ninja asses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn
So
it,
there
Brett
you go.
finally got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would have known?
And that's it. That's all we got.
Well, guys, remember, you've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast for a long-ass time today, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it before anyone else live on Twitch.tv GameSpeak podcast every Monday evening at 7:50 p.m. CST. Well, I'm about to burp, dude. But be sure to join us and the rest of the GameSpeak community at dsc.gg/GameSpeak podcast. Check out our other video content on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find us by our names on Facebook. And check out the GameSpeak podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.
Later.
Chocolate.